Test, test. Ugh. Hair in my mouth. Oh my god, I'm getting non-stop notifications. What is this? Ping there, a ping there. Alright, let me click here. Getting messages, everything's loud. Bacon's messaging me. Alright. I heard up messages already. Kyle Entertainment is here. He is calling me a whore. I can't believe YouTube actually lets you send that. That's pretty amazing. I'm supposed to be recording in like 10 minutes. Well, you still can, you know. What are you doing? I'm streaming. I hate Elite Ari, so do I. No, actually, I love Elite Ari. That's why I'm streaming on the Elite Ari channel and not the Ordinary Ari channel. I hate Ordinary Ari. Look at this. Look how pathetic Ordinary Ari is here. Oh my god, Demon Slayer? What was that? Is that a trailer? Oh my god, we're watching that. Alright, I didn't even know a trailer came out. Or is that like for a DVD or something? Look at this, 127 views. We've fallen off, alright? Look at the first one, 280 views, then it goes down. My god. People just don't like Arcane. What a shame. Okay, I feel you, Kyle. I'm supposed to finish Impel Down tonight. Miller, I've never heard of that show. I'm assuming that's the anime that you were complaining about Netflix not subtitling correctly. Never heard of it. I meant to be working. Well, I'm glad I can pull you away from the terrible society that forces people to work for money, you know? God, we hate it. And Heath is dabbing. Thank you, Heath. Heath, do you like Heath or Kinosa? Now, that's the question, isn't it? I feel like I've asked him that many times before. And I think he usually says either is fine or something. I don't know. I don't speak for Heath. I don't represent him. Oh, Heath is fine. There we go. All right. Well, I guess there's chess. I guess, like, the point of chess is to wait for people to show up, right? But there's already people here, so, like, do I play chess in such a situation? I don't know. I guess I do. Because I'm such an addict of the game. Heath, thought on monsters. I thought it looked really cheap compared to the Toei One Piece. Oh my god. Alright, looks like I win. Okay. That was the quickest game of chess so far. But yeah, Heath. Oh yeah, I should have got that extension that lets you, like, look at Twitter. I found that Destiny has that. But yeah, Heath's been watching a ridiculous amount of things. Let's have a look at his list. I wonder if this will work. Okay, once again, we see one thing. I don't even know what this is from. I remember I saw this later on the list, and it was like something he hadn't seen yet or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm delusional. Alright, we've got Millennium Actress. Never heard of it. Perfect Blue, I've watched it. Tokyo Godfathers, never heard of it. Paprika, I've watched it. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. I think I've heard of that. Castle in the Sky, I've heard of that. Bake Monogatari, Part 2, never heard of it. Grave of the Fireflies, I've heard of that. My Neighbor Totoro, heard of that. Kiki's Delivery Service, never heard of it. Only Yesterday, never heard of it. Porco Rosa, never heard of it. The Ocean Waves, never heard of it. On Your Mark, never heard of it. Pom Poko, never heard of it. Whisper of the Heart, never heard of it. Bake Monogatari Part 3, never heard of it. More Bake Monogatari, 2009, never heard of it. Princess Mononoke, that's a famous one, I've definitely heard of that. My Neighbor the Yamadas, never heard of it. Spirited Away, I have heard of it, and I also like the tweet. The Cat Returns, never heard of it. Howl's Moving Castle, I've heard of that. I didn't know it was Howl, as in Howls. I thought it was How, like How. Tales from Earthsea, never heard of it. Ponyo, never heard of it. Monsters 103 Mercy's Dragon Damnation, also never heard of it. So there we go. I think I've seen like 5 things that Heath has ever consumed this year. And if you compare that to my list, alright, I have seen... Oh my god, where even is my list? What did I use as my image? Oh yeah, Arcane on the Bridge. Okay, we got What If, Season 2, Leave the World Behind, and Arcane. There we go. Okay. So Heath, when he's talking about monsters here, he said it looked bad and felt boring. If the last scene wasn't added in, it would have sucked. And then retconning in Shusui is so dumb. Heath is the Earthen Ghibli movie. Sorry, Ghibli? I don't remember. I think it's Ghibli. Ghibli movie The worst, like everyone says, since it was directed by Miyazaki's son. I don't know the name, or Earthsea. Also because the last scene, you can't watch it before the Thriller Bark. Oh, it's a One Piece thing? Before Thriller Bark and get the rumor reveal. Manga stays winning. True. I hate when they change up the order of my manga. It's terrible. Anyway, we have a Demon Slayer trailer. What is this? Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba to the Hashira training. This is the second best arc in Demon Slayer from my memory. Okay, is this not actually a trailer? Damn, music's so cool. Demon Slayer does this. Like, I've seen this every time they announce a season. They do this, like, it's not a trailer. I don't know what this is. I mean, it's obviously a trailer, right? Official trailer. But they, like, do a reel where they show a bunch of scenes from the past seasons and then they put, like, characters on the screen. I'm like, I don't get it. Why don't you just, like, put a trailer or something? Or are these, like, seasons that, like, something that's coming up? Because I haven't seen season 2 and 3, so... Wait, has this happened yet in the anime? Or is this new in the trailer? I have no idea. There's no way that's... Oh, I guess maybe. No, I guess it would... oh, God. I don't even remember the timeline of Demon Slayer, right? God. Oh, my God. It's Australia. I didn't know it was set on Earth. That's crazy. It's that cube from Doctor Who. How long is this? Oh my god. Wow. That was a terrible trailer. That it happens every time. Every time something Demon Slayer gets announced, I'm always like, I can't wait to see the trailer because I remember the stuff from the manga was really cool. A trailer's probably going to be better than the actual anime itself. Let me watch it. And it's stuff like this where I'm like, look, they have the character and they put the name on screen and I'm like, oh wow. That's so cool. I don't know. I feel like I just wonder like who would like this? Like, I was going to say, oh, maybe if you're like a big manga fan, but I feel like if anything, I like the manga. The manga was good. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm sure there's some people who got hyped. Do you think there's like reaction videos to this? I don't know. I can't, like, what would a reactor even say to this? They'd be like, oh my god, there's 4 new characters. That's crazy. Unless all the stuff at the beginning, like, unless this is like originals of the next season, and I'm just like, I assumed it was in last season. I don't know. Crazy Demon Slayer, am I right? Okay. Oh my god, so many messages. Well, let's see, only because... Are we friends on Mal? I think I'm friends with everyone here. Well, I'm friends with you, I think. It wasn't bad. I think there was a lot of fans from the original book that hated it for not being faithful, though it was probably the worst I've watched so far. Fair. Yeah, this was the last... Oh, that was the last episode of season 3. Okay, cool. This is so corny. True, it is. But this is the style of Demon Slayer. This is what all the trailers are like. Except I assume like the first one in season 1 or something. Can't believe these cash grab movies. Oh, is it a movie? That's even worse if this is a trailer for a movie. How can they make this a movie? I mean, it can't be. It can't be a movie unless they like end on a cliffhanger from at the end of or the beginning of the next arc. I guess maybe. Anyway, still have no idea how this is going to be turned into a whole season. Oh, that's even worse. Oh, I guess I could understand a season more than a movie, but that'd be like stretched out quite a bit. I don't know. I hope for Ray's sake it's good. True. Whenever I think of Demon Slayer, I do think of Ray. Anyway, 1 chapter an episode, baby. True. All right, gotta go. I should do some work. I'm getting distracted. True, and read Jujutsu Kaisen, of course. Don't forget. All right. Oh, That's all I have to say about Demon Slayer, you know? I'm not a massive, like, passionate fan like Heath is, you know? They're doing, like, a recap of Season 3 plus Episode 1 of the next season in theaters. Okay, I feel like that's what they did last time or something. I've heard of that, which is cool. I like that. Like, if I could go watch Attack on Titan in the theaters, I probably would. Take some friends or something. Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't, but I could imagine the appeal of it. What would I watch? Maybe, like, if Chainsaw Man came out, like season 2 or something, instead of the movie, I'd go watch that in the theaters, be like, oh yeah, watch those last 3 episodes and the next episode of the season. Like, hell yeah, why not? They've done this before. They show the last episode of the previous season and the first of the new season in theaters. True, it's a winning strategy. That's how they get the money. If you do something like that, where you're like, it's not really a movie, you're just like combining episodes. Does that still count as like a box? Like, do you get box office numbers for that? Like, do you get like, I wonder if you can, like, can you win awards? Like, I know it's obviously not going to win an award because it's like not very good. I mean, it's not like, it's probably good or whatever, you know, people love Demon Slayer, but it's not like a, I just can't imagine it winning an award. But can it win an award? Like, could you be nominated as a, like, an Oscar winner? Or is it like completely different? I don't even know how that works. Like, how do you consider something a movie? Like, what is a movie? Do you have to be a movie to be in the Oscars? I got no idea. I'm sure there's some criteria, right? Anyway. Ari, talk about why Chainsaw Man Season 1 is better than Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. It's just better. It's like better in most of the ways. It's not better in every way. I think the action in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 is better than the majority of the action in Chainsaw Man, if not all of it. But there's a lot more lows in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. I don't think there were any lows in Chainsaw Man. Just like the overall anime. I don't know. I like Chainsaw Man more. If I was to pick one of them, if I'm like only one of these things can exist, it would definitely be Chainsaw Man. Yeah. I really like Chainsaw Man, alright? It was number 2. Well, I mean, the manga was number 2 on my 2023 rankings. If I watched that last year, I probably would have put that as number 1, you know, but here we are. And now the director's leaving, so who knows what will happen with the future. It's all up in the air. Okay. So, I have a bunch of Arcane videos here. And a bunch of other videos, but I don't think I'll watch any of these. They're too long. Look at them. 28, 32, 21, 24, 30. God. And I'm like, let me find some good ones. Like this one. 1 minute 30, showing love through animation. Echo and Jinx's pupils grew bigger. Crazy. Oh no, is this like a reading one? Oh Jesus, it is. All right. When you look at someone you love, it releases oh my god. We got a biologist here. Releases oxytocin and dopamine, called the love hormones, in your system, which have an effect. I feel like it's meant to be with an A, right? I guess it could be effect. I don't know. This is like the one word I just never understood. Effect, affect, effect. I don't know. On the pupil size. When you're attracted to someone, the brain gets a shoot of these chemicals, and these hormones make the pupils dilate. Here's the time bomb version for you guys. These F word, cursed lovers, will be the death of me, I swear. And swear is spelled incorrect. Okay, I assume this is someone very young. All right. Or maybe not English speaker. Oh, God. Oh, I guess they would have put enough time to read it all, right? What is this? I've improved luminosity and colors for you to see. Look at the separation between Jinx's pupil and the white reflects in her eyes. Okay, wait. Am I meant to, like, read and look at it at the same time? That's absurd. Wait. Let's look at the eye. Is something changing? Is something changing? Wait, her pupils slightly start growing bigger. Okay, wait for it. It's gonna happen any second now. Did I miss it? Wait for it. I think I see it. I think it gets a little bit wider. I don't know if it's because of oxytocin, but yeah. See, you know what? This would have helped if you had, like, you know, done a little bit of editing and, like, actually had, like, a circle on it and show, like, the original size and then show it growing or something and track it. Don't your eyes also get, or don't your pupils also dilate when you're, like, scared? Maybe they're scared, right? Or do they like constrict? I don't know. One of them. Oh, we get to watch it again. Watch again perhaps on a computer if you can see, if you can't see clearly, or try taking off the full screen. But oh yeah, we're not in full screen. All right. It's really slightly geniusly done, but they've done it smoothly. Okay, wait. I'll be honest, I don't know. I'm not buying this. Echo's people start growing bigger too. I feel like if I go from here and I skip to the beginning of Echo's scene, it looked the exact same size. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But you know what? I'll grant it them. I'll just say that it gets bigger. It's the end of this video. Wait a minute. This isn't even this channel. At the bottom it says Darkside Jinx, and this is some random channel. Oh my god, they're stealing their content. Alright. People are crazy. Alright. You have great skills in finding terrible videos. You know the easiest way to find terrible videos? You have to have an inherent desire to want to seek out videos that are very short, and then you like type in like arcane analysis, and then you press filter and you go, I want under 4 minutes. And then you get a nice, or you get a bunch of shorts that you skip, of course. And then you get all these nice, like really short videos. Wait, that's 3 minutes. Oh, no, I guess that's under 4 minutes. Look at these. You got a few of them. Arcane. Oh, these are just scenes, you know. Oh my god, Arcane season 1 in a nutshell.
Saw you hanging out with Caitlyn yesterday.
Rebecca, it's not what you think.
I won't hesitate, bitch.
That was awesome. Alright. Your war against the shippers continues. I love shippers. I ship Vi and Jace. That's my one true pair, or whatever they call it. Alright. Well, I'm glad we got that Arcane video out of the way. Next up. Diving into Jinx and Silco, the dark hearts of Arcane. I'm interested in this because I feel like talking about Jinx and talking about Powder and Silco and whatever, those three, or those two, I guess. I feel like that's what the majority of videos would have to be about, right? Like, I feel like that's like the only thing you can really analyze in Arcane. Like, I'm sure you could analyze other things, but I feel like if there's one thing, like, okay, for instance, if it's Attack on Titan, I'd be like, Eren Yeager, maybe the Rumbling, and like the majority of videos would be like on Eren Yeager or the Rumbling or something, I don't know. For Arcane, I'd be like, oh yeah, probably Jinx and probably Silco. So I don't know. I just want to see what people say about them, because, you know, I want to make videos about it and I don't want to copy someone, you know.
Silco is the literal embodiment of scum. I mean that like...
Whoa, is he? Oh my god.
Literally, just look at his eye. It got that way because he was drowning in filth. And that's genuinely one of the most dastardly villain origin stories I've ever heard. It's also pretty melancholic. Well, drowning, that is. Do you know what it's like to drown?
Oh, drowning. It's a story of opposites.
I've never personally done it, but I hear it's quite relaxing. Well, not the beginning parts, but near the end, once all the water fills your lungs. I once heard someone explaining it from their own experience, saying that it's peaceful, you know? Well, if you accept the fact that you're gonna die, if you just let all the water in without putting up a fight, then there's no pain. If you just remain complacent and comfortable with all your misfortune, then the rest of your short life will be easy. And that's what some people truly believe. But then there's another group of people, the ones who fight and choose a path of resistance. A choice that's filled with pain and suffering, the choice that forces you to fight a battle that feels unbeatable. But for the lucky few who do win, they cannot change. Silco was one of those men. Silco develops a pretty strong resolve after this event, and it's something that he talks about throughout the entire show. It's a running theme that not only applies to himself, but every other character he interacts with. He especially tries to teach all of these themes to Jinx, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Even though he talks about having a strong and dominant will pretty often, still somehow throughout the show, he never actually seems to be in control of anything, and I find that relatively hilarious. Like the time Vander took some shimmer and he was like totally gonna like just destroy Silco and rip him in half. Like, Silco literally like had no way of getting out of that situation. The only reason he got out of the situation is because Vi was in danger, and Vander, he just knew exactly, he just has priorities straight. He wasn't gonna kill Silco when he knew that Vi was in danger, so he just...
Do you think a video like this is scripted? Or do you think it's, like, do you think they have a very, like, general note to be like just, oh, no, I'm going to talk about Silco in regard to, like, Vander, or I'm going to talk about, like, I just wonder, like, how scripted are these things? Because it feels very natural, the way he's delivering it. But, Yeah, it doesn't feel like a script. I don't know.
chose to save Vi. And like genuinely, if Vander literally lost his mind, Silco would have just died right then and there because he just genuinely wasn't in control of that situation at all. And then there's the other time when he had Caitlyn and Vi just trapped. Basically, he had him in the palm of his hands, but then Vi just punches a steel beam really hard, making everything collapse. And it genuinely almost kills him. Again, because he just wasn't in control of the situation, and because he almost dies and he loses them, this man literally freaks the fuck out. Like, it's insane. And then there's a whole scene with Sevica where she pretends that she's gonna betray him, but it's a whole fake out. But before the fake out, he seems like he's pretty confident that she won't betray him because of the simple fact that he believes in loyalty. He goes on the entire rant saying, oh yes, I believe in loyalty, I think it's strong, I don't think she'll betray me. But then once she does a fake out attack, and she shows that it just was a fake out and she was on the side, you see that he was genuinely terrified because he wasn't sure. Like the whole time it was just a hunch because again, he's not in control. But despite everything I just now said, Silco is somehow still terrifying. That's because he's relentless. There's nothing he won't do to achieve his goals. He'll even go as far as to kill children, even if there doesn't seem to be a big payoff to it. If it helps him even in the slightest, then he'll kill anyone who poses any type of nuisance to him.
Jesus.
Oops. Oh, so sorry. Accidents happen.
And the thing is, for him, that's strength. Like the day he was drowning in the water, he had to fight to survive. He had to kill to survive. He had to do everything he could in that moment to get ahead. Anything less than that was weakness. If he wasn't strong enough to do what had to be done, he wouldn't have gone as far as he did in his life. And the one moment he decided to have restraint, the one time he had sympathy and gained a heart, led him to his downfall. I don't think Silco's heart was always darkened. It happened when he was betrayed by his own brother, the man that was by his side from the beginning to help him achieve his goal of making Zaun its own nation, which isn't an evil goal in the slightest. I personally think it's very noble, and it's one that both Silco and Vander thought was noble too, until Vander realized it was only hurting the people he cared about, the same people he was trying to protect. Not too long after, Vander betrayed Silco, and that day was so influential to him to the point where he keeps the same dagger that he used to save himself from drowning, and he once again used it to not only attack, but this time kill Vander to save himself. It seems like that dagger is almost like the physical manifestation of his new will. And the very fact that it saved him twice shows how effective his will actually is. Also, more evidence showing that this knight is a really big influence on his life is the fact that he decided to spare Powder. The entire reason he decided to spare Powder is because he saw that she was abandoned. He saw that her life mimicked his own, and there was so many parallels to it, and because he saw himself in her, he only wanted to protect her, he only wanted to take care of her after that, and he wanted to help her get revenge on those who wronged her. The thing that I absolutely love about his bond with her is the fact that the moment he meets her is the same moment when he starts to regain his heart. He loves Jinx as if she were his own daughter. There's never any malice towards her. It's only ever just him trying to just understand her and trying to push her to become a better person, a better version of what she already is and what he knows she can be. And he's
Oh my god, what's the rest of the video going to be about? I feel like he's talked about everything already. Okay, I guess we'll get some more Jinx stuff. Great analysis. I do agree with the she was always broken interpretation going all the way back to the very first scene. Oh, there you guys keep going. All right.
only afraid of losing her, whether it's
Well, Alexander only analyzes the boring characters. True, you made that Jace video, right? Goddamn Alexander, can you believe you blocked me on Twitter? That's what I think of every time someone says his name. I'm like, hey, he's my enemy. How could he ban me like
because
that?
she's actually in danger or if she just needs space. It always throws him off his game whenever she's not really around him or if he doesn't know her whereabouts. Because like he's obsessed with her. But not like in a really weird and creepy way, but more in the same way that a parent would obsess over their own child, about their own safety for their own offspring. Because of course, he cares about her. Alright, so let's finally talk about Jinx. The first time we ever see Powder is basically in the opening, where she finds that her parents have been killed. And in this scene, she seems kind of bummed about it, but not all that bummed. The person who seems really sad about the situation is Vi. She tries to keep strong during the whole situation, but she really quickly breaks down when she actually catches sight of her parents, sees that they're dead. But Powder, on the other hand, she seems sad. She seems pretty somber about the fact that Vi is sad about their parents being dead, even though...
True, that's the best part of the opening scene. Oh my god, what's he gonna say about it?
Her parents' bodies are laying right there. The fact that her parents are just sitting there dead does not actually affect her. It's just the fact that it affects Vi and it makes her sad. So she's like kind of sad, but Vi is the one who genuinely is the one who's feeling emotions. And Powder just seems to be feeling almost nothing. This is actually the first...
I don't know about that. I wonder if this... I hope he doesn't say that that's like a sociopathic or like it's the hinting of Jinx or something, because obviously that's not. I feel like the what's happening there with Powder is like she's too young to understand the concept of death, or obviously they're in the middle of a war zone or like the end of like what's happening in a war. She's probably a bit overwhelmed and only finds comfort in the sister who is like right next to her. So she's only really paying attention to her sister in that moment, because that's like that's all she knows that's all she understands of currently what's going on when they're crossing this bridge. So I feel like I hope he doesn't like hint or be like, oh yeah, that's like the first hint of Jinx.
We see from this character of the fact that she's kind of unhinged and that she doesn't...
Okay, no, Jesus. I don't think it's unhinged at all. If she was older, like if that was like a 12-year-old girl or something, I could imagine that. But if she's like a 4-year-old girl or however old Powder is in that scene, I don't see that at all. I wonder if this is a common sentiment. I don't know.
Doesn't have the same kind of heart that other characters have in this series. I always felt like she was a tad off in comparison to the rest of the characters, especially when it comes to her emotions. When she cries, it's like all...
Okay, this is obviously a Jinx. Like, she's freaking out here, yeah.
Over the place. Like, she's super emotive. It's just these outrageous movements that are almost like cartoonishly laughable. And at times it just feels like it's just not necessary and that she's low-key and just going insane. In the shot that happens right after we see her friends die, we see her smiling. Now, obviously, she doesn't know that her friends died, she doesn't know that she's the cause of their death. But it's still supposed to be unsettling at the fact that she's genuinely sitting there being as happy as can be. One of the happiest moments we see her in the entire show is the times where all the people she loves and care about are killed. She's also outrageously selfish. The scene where she actually ends up killing everyone and
Wait, why is she selfish here? She doesn't know what happened.
she finds out she's
Oh, because it's like, oh, you left me or something, focusing on that rather than the people dying, I guess.
killing anyone. She doesn't even say sorry. She simply just says that she was only trying to help, and when Vi hits her, she just screams asking her, why did you leave me? Without genuinely addressing the fact that she really just now killed all of their family. And I was really torn about how I felt about Milo, simply because of the fact that I felt like he was always just going way too hard with criticizing her. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I kind of knew he was right. Everything he was saying about her was right, was that she was a jinx, and by the end of it, we figured out, yes, she should have never been on the team. She should have never been.
I must have missed something. Wait, Milo is not right, right? Like wait. When Milo says that she's a jinx, he's saying that nothing good ever happens when she's around, right? And then he's saying here that Milo was right to call her a jinx because nothing ever happens. Like everything continues to be bad in the rest of the story, right? That doesn't make what he's saying. Like, it doesn't. I'm trying to say that just because he was right, like just because in the future she turned out to be jinx, it doesn't mean that her in the past was always a jinx. I guess I don't know. Maybe I can't really explain that properly.
Everything he was saying about her was right, was that she was a jinx, and by the end of it, we figured out, yes, she should have never been on the team. She should have never been on missions with them because she really does just screw everything up.
All right, wait.
And the fact that she actually is a jinx, and the fact that she screws everything up is very sad because you know that means that she's not going to be accepted by anyone or anywhere she goes.
I guess I'm just trying to think of, like, is it her fault? Like, jinx implies it's her fault, like she's doing something. Like it's inherent to her, like who she is. She will always mess up. There's no good that she can do, something like that, right? And I'm trying to think, what have we seen her mess up? We saw her mess up the lab thing, but that wasn't her. That was Jace showing up. I guess you could say the fact that there was a crystal dropped on the ground, but I also wouldn't... Was that... Firstly, I don't know if that was dropped from her bag, but it might have been because she was the one picking up some of the crystals. I feel like you can't blame her for dropping a crystal and say she's a jinx because of that. I feel like Milo is in the wrong in that situation. Or is like being excessive when it's like it's not only her fault. It's the fault of I would say if anyone is at fault for that situation, it's Vi for sending them into such a dangerous situation, right? Then what else is there? Do we see anything else of her being a jinx, or is that literally it? Is that the only time in the first like few episodes before she kills everyone? Because surely there's something else, right? I don't know. I can't think of anything.
It's just her just going to be messing up and screwing everything up, and no one's going to, like, you know, respect her for it.
Oh, I guess she threw the bag in the water, but also, like, what do you do in that situation? Because she's being chased, and Milo is like wrong in that situation because he wasn't there to see that she was cornered, and they were just going to take it anyway. So like, what has she done that's like a jinx?
She's not even accepted by the evil villain group she joins later. Powder's whole character arc is essentially about her trying to learn how to stand on her own 2 feet. She's constantly trying to rely on other
Stand on her own 2 feet. That's interesting. Okay.
people until the end, where she actually finds out who she really is as a person. Once Vi abandons her, and she's basically just left under the care of Silco, in the future she becomes stronger, faster, more agile. She's just way better at just, you know, physical combat.
Well.
Oh my.
Oh my what? Hello? Alright, he's gone. Let's keep watching.
And just doing anything in general. But there's still one major problem with her, which is her mental.
Oh, and he's back.
Well, yeah, I just hit the mic thing, and when you hit the mic, the disconnect and then reconnect, or you said something about something else, but I don't recall it, so I'm not doing it.
Yes. Well, welcome,
So
Kyle.
Videos without me. You're a whore.
Yeah, you want us to watch his Arcane video? Wait, have you been watching the stream, or did you just join in?
No, I watched the beginning a little bit, just because, you know, I have to watch things from the beginning. And then I was like, oh, fuck it, what's he doing? And then I saw you watching Arcane video, and then I saw like 3 seconds of the video, and I was like, well, this seems boring and lame and bad. So I'll just wait until I barge in.
Well, welcome then. Are you here to react to things? Or are you here to just...
Well, no, I was going to do a funny bit where I come right now. Come. And then I say something wacky, then I'm going to hang up, and then I'm going to record, and then I'm going to come back afterwards.
Right. Okay. Okay. You
That was
said
pretty funny, huh?
That was
That was a
really
good
wacky.
idea.
Yeah, that was good. All right.
Who would ever think of that? I don't want to leave yet, though. But you're watching a video.
Well, I'm diving into Jinx and Silco, the Dark Hearts of Arcane. Yes, but I'm almost done. And
I wish you were watching an Alexander video, like Miller said.
Oh, boy.
That would be ideal.
You know what? Maybe I should. Maybe I will. Maybe after this video, I'll watch that.
We can
despite
do one
how
of
much I
those
hate
together. I want to
Alexander.
laugh at it, all right? Not until I'm
Alright,
back.
alright.
You can watch all
Okay.
these shitty videos, but until then.
I'll wait then. Okay.
Oh, I saw the part of the fucking stream where Elite RE read out every name of every Studio Ghibli movie and said, "Never heard of that. Never heard of that."
Oh, they were
never heard
Studio
of that."
Ghibli movies. I didn't know.
I think basically all of them.
Oh my god.
Ponyo,
Okay.
never heard of that.
That makes a lot of sense. All
Yeah.
right.
You
Wow.
stupid idiot. Anyway, anything else he get wrong? Oh, he was like,
Probably a lot.
Impel Down. I've never heard of that anime. That's a One Piece arc, Elite RE, you fucking moron.
Okay. I thought I'd heard
I
of it
think
with
Miller
One Piece
didn't
arc.
correct you.
Jesus.
Miller didn't correct you because he's probably like, that's a spoiler.
Wow, and here you are spoiling me, Kyle, for when I
They're going to
eventually
mention
watch One
Impel
Piece.
Down early in the series.
Wait, has
and
the
you're gonna be
anime
like,
got to that yet?
I know there's an arc about that. Yes, the anime was up to that about 15 years ago. Elite
Oh
RE.
wow, okay. That's crazy. That's when Film Buff was watching the show back then as a child.
That might unironically be true because
Mm.
no, I think it might have been a little after that. Doesn't matter. Oh my god, and then we could react to clips
True.
of Twitch streams together. It could be great.
So true. Yep. Oh yeah, who's
Alright,
your
go
favorite
back to watching
streamer?
your video, you fucking loser. Oh, my favorite streamer is Elite RE, the only one
Thank
I
you.
watch VODs of currently.
That's good. All right.
That's
you
not
can go
even
now
false.
if you want. Yeah, he's the
Okay,
best.
yeah, I'm gonna record and then I'll do the
Remember to
fucking
like
thing,
and
yeah.
subscribe, Kyle.
Oh yes, that's a great title. I saw that and I thought I saw that in the thing and I was like, did Jockey Bacon make a funny video called "Remember to Like and Subscribe"? That would be clever. But no, it was just an Elite RE fucking stream. I
Yep.
saw Bacon was here. Let's make fun of Bacon for not liking Pokemon games.
I'm with him. Was there like a new game announced? Is that why everyone's talking about it? Or is
No,
it 'cause you
there-
watched the
a
video on
game-
stream?
I get Elite RE, you live under such a rock. My goodness, doesn't know Studio Ghibli, doesn't know about Pal World, the new Pokemon rip-off game that came out and got like 1 million players in like 8 hours or something crazy.
Oh, is that the AI thing you
and-
sent me?
Yes, that was people complaining about how they may have used AI for their creature design. Elite
Right,
RE.
right.
That's terrible because Pokemon games you got to have hundreds of creatures in your
Mhm.
video game. But people keep saying very funny memes, Elite RE. I know you love those about
I
how
do
this
love
game is
those.
Pokemon with guns because the little creatures can shoot each other with guns. And watch the Power World trailer or something on stream, Elite RE. You'll understand.
I don't think I will. You know what's crazy to me though? Game design is like there is. I think you can just rip off a game and like no one legally cares. It's so weird. Like
Well, that's
It's
part of
insane.
the discourse is about whether or not Nintendo is going to sue them or something.
oh, maybe because if you're saying it's like AI designed creatures,
I
then
don't
I
think
could
it's
imagine
entirely AI
that.
designed.
Or even if it's not AI, if it like looks like a Pokemon or whatever, then I could imagine that. But you can't. Like as far as I understand, like there's City Skylines, for instance, and there's like Sim City or whatever, and they're like identical games. The only difference is that you have like different designs for like the like buildings and stuff. And I'm like, how can
Yeah,
you
but,
do
like,
this? Like, it's crazy.
City design is like a real thing. Capturing creatures in balls and then fighting each other with them is, or it's a little bit.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I assume they're not going to get sued because it literally is on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. So
Jesus.
it must have gone through like 3 different legal outlets to host the game. It's not just a random Steam game where you can get anything up there, apparently.
I don't know. Maybe
That was like a talking point like 10 years ago on YouTube that anything could get on Steam and people complain about
Yeah,
that. I
we
have no
hate
idea if that's
Steam,
still
yeah.
true.
God.
Yeah, well, I love Epic Game Store or something.
Yeah. When they gave some game for free, Rocket League. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Anyway, that's crazy in the know gossip, Elite. Right? You got to be caught up on these things. What are you doing? You don't have Twitter or something?
You know what I see on Twitter? I see Jujutsu Kaisen spoilers. I hate it. Well, it's not even spoilers, it's just like fan art or whatever, and I have to like scroll past it so quickly. God, it's so annoying. I need to
That's
catch up on that
lame.
manga. Yeah.
The
Anyway.
also I was watching that funny Destiny video where he reacts to that funny dude who used to try to catch pedophiles in his funny voice.
Oh,
Elite
yeah.
RE. That was great.
Yep.
That was incredible stuff. I couldn't believe that people were taking this man seriously with his Vosh voice. It was incredible stuff.
Jesus.
I was astounded.
Wait, why is
and
that a
amused.
Vosh voice? What is the?
Because
what is the
Vosh
meaning
used to do
behind
the
that?
thing. Well, he did the thing for a little while where he had a slight voice change, or at least
Oh,
Destiny
wow.
was accusing him of doing it because he had a
That's
very,
awesome.
very deep voice. I
Oh
should
my
do that,
God.
huh, Leori?
Yeah,
Your
that would
voice
be
needs to
really
be
cool.
deeper too, you wimp.
Yeah, that's why I have the bass so high on my stream right now. It's great.
Oh. Bass again? They must be the same thing. Let me turn my knob all the way up, right?
Yeah, yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, you're supposed to freak out and go, no, no, and that would have been
No,
funny.
you have to learn these things when you're in Kyle. I'm not here to teach you.
Oh. I'm never gonna learn a little.
Anyway, get out of here. Go record your thing, alright?
Okay.
I got a video to watch.
Dun-dun.
Alright, dudum. I could kick you. I'm the admin here.
No,
But I
you can't.
won't. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Back to this amazing, enthralling video about Jinx.
Psyche. It gets so bad to the point where she isn't really actually accepted by her new family, mainly because of the fact that she keeps making these mistakes at the detriment of others, because again of her damaged psyche. The reason for why she's
Wait. If anyone is here in the chat and you've seen Arcane, what are the mistakes the Jinx has made? If it was her that dropped the orb, I could imagine that being the mistake, right? Like, fair enough. But also it's like a very minor mistake, I would say. The second thing is throwing the bag in the trash. I mean, in the water. But that's not a mistake at all. They were being chased. The other people would have taken it anyway. It's better to throw it than to give it to them, right? Surely. And I can't think of anything else that she's done that is like a mistake other than that. So I don't know. I guess the big thing is like killing the family, but also like you can't say that she has a history of doing that before the actual thing that was the first mistake or whatever. I don't know. And it's also not a mistake. Like she wasn't trying to kill them. I guess that would be like the definition of a mistake, right? You're not intending to do it. But I guess when you say mistake, like she's cursed or something, it's quite I don't know. It feels so weird. Wait, let me listen to this again. Wait.
physical combat and just doing anything in general, but there's still one major problem with her, which is her mental psyche. It gets so bad to the point where she isn't really actually accepted by her new family, mainly because of the fact that she keeps making these mistakes at the detriment of others.
Yeah, okay, I guess. When someone like this is saying like a character makes a mistake at the detriment of others, to me it makes it feel like they're doing something reckless that leads to damage. And I feel like sending the monkey bomb in to that place to save Vi from the monster that was about to kill her isn't I don't think it's like absurdly reckless. Like I feel like it's a reasonable thing to do that like I don't think is like crazy. Like I feel like I don't think you could blame Powder for doing that. And I truly don't think Vi does either. Like at the end she like has a moment of freaking out, but then she's like, "Oh my god, clearly clearly I love Powder and Powder didn't like try to do this on purpose." And then she like walks away and decides she's going to go save her again, but Marcus steps in. I don't know. It's weird. A lot of weird Powder analysis here.
Because again of her damaged psyche. The reason for why she's so mentally unsound is because she can't let go of the past. She keeps these dolls of Milo and Clagger that she's always talking to, and sometimes we don't even really see we don't hear exactly what they're saying. Sometimes we see these colorful images, this amazing art that pops up sometimes to represent what they're saying, but we don't see it sometimes we do because it's just so jumbled. It's just like it's not consistent, it's cluttered. Her brain is just constantly just going crazy because of the fact that she can't accept what she did, which is why she keeps the dolls, because she talks to them basically pretending that they never left, because she can't accept what she actually did and she doesn't take accountability for it. Or I guess she does take accountability for it, and that's why she's so messed up, honestly. But you know, she doesn't want to fully acknowledge that fact because again, it's a part of her past and it hurts way too much. This all rose to a crescendo at the end when she essentially made the other people around her choose who she should actually be. She made 2 chairs, one for Jinx and one for Powder, and she was going to sit in the one that they could have convinced her to sit in. Now Vi tries her best to essentially show Powder that, you know, she's supposed to be Powder. She tells her to remember Clagger and Milo and Vander and like basically all the memories that they had, but this only serves to break Jinx because, as you know, Vi is trying to save Powder, but Powder is dead. Powder only brings Jinx pain. Everything about her old past brings her pain. Silco had the exact opposite effect on her. His dying words to her were basically that she was perfect the way she was and that she doesn't ever need to change. And just a side note real quick, that essentially does make Silco such a strong character in the end because it proves that no matter what, even though she literally kills him, he's dying because she shot him. And he is still telling her that she is perfect and that he always loved her. Knowing that he always loved her this entire time, no matter what, even during such a horrible, tragic situation, makes his character so much stronger and so much lovable, for me personally.
Jeez.
Also, a side note for me in the future while editing, it's also really cool because of the fact that Vi...
See how he's using a little microphone? I hate when people do this, alright? I hate it. This is what I was ranting about last time, alright? God. If you needed a visual example, this is it. Using this little microphone to talk into, it's the most millennial thing ever.
She yelled at her, and she beat the crap out of her until she was bloody when she killed everyone. Like, she didn't accept Powder anymore. But when Powder does something bad and kills Silco, he's only accepting. So that shows even more that Silco was actually like a better family for Powder than anyone else was for her. I think that's pretty cool of him.
Silco giving Jinx those last words was essentially the highest amount of recognition she could have ever had in the show. The voices in her head stop, and for the first time in a long time, she's genuinely calm. It makes her realize that she truly is Jinx. She had tried for so long to make Vi love her, but they both—
You know what's interesting? Like, I don't know where the future of Arcane is going. Is Jinx choosing to be... Wait, is Powder... Is the fact that Powder chose to be Jinx, is that going to be portrayed as a good thing or a bad thing in future seasons? Because I feel like that'd change the analysis he's doing here. Like, I wonder if we revisit this video, like, by the end of Arcane, however many seasons that is, like 10 seasons or whatever, will this scene with Silco encouraging her to be Jinx, is that going to be portrayed as like a good thing or a bad thing? I wonder. I don't know. I feel like it would have to be a good thing, right? Because Jinx is going to stay as her identity, but maybe not. Maybe she'll do bad things as Jinx. I don't know.
both changed. And she realized that Vi is looking for a person that doesn't really exist anymore. So all she can really do is just sit down in her new throne and just fully accept who she is before completely raising hell. And oddly enough, this is amazing character progression and like the best thing that could have happened to her. To become independent.
That's very true. This final scene is what retroactively makes the rest of the middle act and the beginning of Act 3 really good.
Except that she
Or like
truly is
Jinx, I guess, in those makes it really
Jinx.
good.
When Jinx and Silco's paths intertwined for the first time, we witness a bond formed through their shared pain and a longing for connection. Their fairly complicated relationship becomes the focal point of the series, driving the emotional way of the story forward. I think that gives them the right to be called the Dark Hearts of Arcane. But that's essentially all I have to say about these characters. But you know, give me your thoughts about what you think about Silco and Jinx, because you know, I like reading your comments. They're neat. And yeah, see ya.
Alright. That was a nice, straightforward, pretty much what I was expecting, except for the whole Powder being a Jinx thing. Kind of cool. Anyway. That's that. And now we have one more, except do I really want to make this an Arcane only stream where I just watch Arcane videos? But I got nothing else. I just got a bunch of really long videos that I don't want to watch. Jinx and the slow death of Powder. I wonder if it'll cover the exact same thing. Or maybe not. Jesus. And then Miller the Killer has sent a Jace Talus, the Brilliance of Arcane's Golden Boy. But I assume I'm going to watch that with Kyle if he gets back. Let me drink some water. Alright.
Creating dynamic characters is an integral part in storytelling. It allows us to see the similarities and differences
Oh my god, it's the
in who this
Naruto guy.
character once was and who they have now become or are becoming. Seeing how their thoughts,
Oh my god, it's Ryder.
emotions, actions, and reactions have changed over time allows us as the audience to truly appreciate
I hope we get to see the silly escapades of Jinx running a business. Is that like league lore? Is that what she is? Is she like a business owner in the game? That's crazy.
the journey this character has been on and how the world they live in has affected them. Arcane accomplishes this with many of its characters,
If this is 1.5 times speed, what does normal speed sound like?
each one dynamic in their own
Oh
way,
my god.
changing and evolving in accordance to how events within
Damn, Caitlyn is tall. Is she always that tall? Damn, look at that. Oh, I guess she's wearing heels. Anyway,
their world personally
I'm guessing she takes over Silco. Oh my god, I never even considered that. Because obviously someone has to take the role of like being in charge of the Undercity, right? The Fishers. Because now that they've like attacked the council, I imagine the council is probably going to go to war with the Undercity, like fully war, like oriented. But who would take over? Because Jinx, I don't think she's a leader or anything. Like I don't think she could fill Silco's position. But who would? Maybe I could imagine maybe the Firelights taking over and being like a positive force for the Undercity. Maybe. Who else is there? Savika is kind of out of it. She was kind of like, her final scene was like just deciding that she's just going to go and smoke or whatever in depression. Is there anyone else? It would have to be like a League of Legends character, right? I assume. Because they're like important or whatever. In LoL, she's basically just the Joker, but they scrapped all the old lore and are making Arcane the main canon. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. You know what I hope they don't do? I hope they don't write lore for League of Legends and then have to make Arcane match that, you know? Like, I hope Arcane has the freedom to do whatever it wants to, like, tell the best story, and it's not, like, trapped by the League of Legends lore or something. Because I could imagine that would be something that... I could imagine a lot of companies doing that, to be like, oh yeah, we got Arcane, Season 1 was really good, let's continue the these characters in the game, we'll write their stories, and then when Arcane Season 2 comes around, we can adapt it into a story. I hope they don't do that. But, yeah.
Influence them. But a character who I think...
Oh my god, it's a thumbnail. I use this as a thumbnail. Crazy. Oh my god.
Many agree goes through one of the most interesting developments is Powder and her transformation into Jinx. But what I find to be a unique...
This is the slowest narration I've ever heard in a video.
Example on how to write such a dynamic change is the tug of war which seems to play out between Powder and Jinx throughout the show, with the seeds of Jinx in Powder at the beginning and remnants of Powder in Jinx throughout the remainder of it. As a child, we see how Powder wants nothing more than to be a contributing member of her family. She wants to be like Vi, strong, independent, a leader, but she struggles in these aspects.
Does she want to be a leader? When was that implied? Wait.
In Powder at the beginning and remnants of Powder in Jinx throughout the remainder of it. As a child, we see how Powder wants nothing more than to be a contributing member of her family. She wants...
That's definitely true. That's the whole point of her character.
To be like Vi, strong.
To be like Vi, I can understand that, like looking up to her sister or whatever.
Independent, a leader.
I don't know about a leader. I don't know. I don't think there's ever been a hint of Jinx wanting to be a leader.
But she struggles in these aspects. Often, when on her own and faced with adversity, she runs or hides, relying on her older companions to protect her. But she does possess a fighting spirit. She wants to be considered a helpful and needed part of the team, but while she does want to help, she doesn't fully understand how she can quite yet. Her efforts often jinxing their situation. Like...
She does drop it. Okay, look at that. All right, we can... That's a jinx, all right? But I also don't blame her for this, all right? Like, she wasn't being reckless, I don't think.
Blowing up Jace's apartment, throwing the stolen items away, nearly falling and alert...
So I don't think throwing the... Why does everyone think throwing the items away is such a bad thing? The other guy was going to steal it. Is there like a... Can someone steel man this? Why is that a jinx? Why is that a bad thing? Did she do anything wrong in that situation at all?
Jinxing their situation. Like blowing up Jace's apartment.
Or is it just like... oh, God. Because I can understand if you... The problem is that Milo isn't right. Milo is only right if Jinx is actually a jinx. Oh god, I don't know. Whatever.
Throwing the stolen items away, nearly falling and alerting the enforcer.
Yeah. I don't know if that's either. Oh god. I feel like I need to take a step back, right? I need to think about this. We'll see. Let's keep going.
And alerting the enforcer. These mistakes began to nourish something inside her.
Like, is it a mistake if she's falling from the top here? Like, she's not trying to fall. She's not doing anything wrong. Like, I don't know.
The enforcer. These mistakes began to nourish something inside her and need to be seen as useful. To be seen...
Like, okay, if you were to say Powder herself feels like a jinx because it feels like she's doing something wrong, even though in reality she isn't, I would completely agree with that. And that's probably my analysis of Powder. But to say that other people are correct because she actually is a jinx, because she has been doing these things that are bad, I just, like, that's crazy to me. But yeah. But maybe this video, because I'm just talking about the last video basically, maybe this video is talking about what Powder thinks of herself as, I guess.
Seen as valuable, to not be such a disappointment and a detriment. And these needs were the seeds planted by her mistakes. By the words of others.
This is a good video, right? I didn't like the last one. This one's better.
By probably her own words to herself. And these seeds would eventually grow into Jinx. Her final mistake, that began this transition from Powder to Jinx, was when Vander got captured, and Vi, the person who always stood up for Powder, told her she couldn't help, that she wasn't ready. Left alone, she has a mental breakdown, angry at everyone for seeing her as not good enough, but most of all, angry at herself, because she knows she isn't good enough. Her breakdown, I think, shows that the instability of Jinx has always been within Powder, and we see how, when her need for validation grows, her instability grows, the Jinx within inside her grows. Powder isn't necessarily the vacancy of Jinx, but her inner desires, her insecurities, her weaknesses she wanted to overcome, were the harbingers of Jinx. Powder doesn't want to be alone, but not in the sense she wants someone to come and help her. She wants someone to think of her as helpful, to need her, to ask her for help. So, she follows them, desperate to prove she is a meaningful member of this family. But this act was no different from the rest. Powder could only mess things up, and her efforts caused the deaths of those she needed, those she desperately wanted to need her. Silco offers Powder not only a new home, but he allows her to be seen as a helpful and contributing member to this new home. So, with the death of her family, the last words of Vi, the acceptance of Silco, the story of Jinx begins. as does the slow death of powder.
And that's what the video is called. Oh my god, crazy. All right. Look up Renta Glassic. If a lol character takes over, it's her. All right, let's have a look. Renta Glassic. I have somehow never heard of this character. Oh, Renata. Okay, I think I have heard of that. Okay. I feel like surely at this point I've heard of every League of Legends character, right? League of Legends champion list. Unless there's like 200 champions or something. Okay, Aatrox, Ari. I've never heard of this one. Oh, Akali. Oh my god, this whole time I thought it was Kali. Because whenever my friends say, oh my god, Akali's coming, I thought they were saying a Kali is coming. Oh my god. Akshan, Alistair, Amumu, and Anivia? I don't think I've heard of this one. Anivia. Unless I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, I don't know. Annie, Aphelios, Ash, Aurelian Soul. I thought there were two different things. Azir? I don't think I've heard of Azir. Bard, I think I've heard of. Belveth, never heard of that. Blitzcrank, Brand, never heard of Brand. Damn, there's a lot I've never heard of. Brom, no. Bria? Caitlyn, Camille. Camille? I don't think I've... Oh my god, how are there so many I've never heard of? This is crazy. Cassiopeia? No. Cho'Gath, yes. Corki? No. Darius? Yes. Diana? Maybe, or maybe it's just like a common name I'm remembering. Dr. Mundo? Yes. Draven? Yes. Echo? Yes. Elise? I don't think so. Evelyn? Yes. Ezreal? Yes. Fiddlesticks? Yes. Fiora? I don't think so. Wait, how many? Oh my god, there's so many. I was going to go through them all. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at Jinx. She looks so weird. That's not what she looks like in Arcane. Nautilus? Yes. Right. Riven? Damn, I can't believe there's so many I've never heard of. Anyway.
In episode 4 of
Wait,
Arcane...
what was that character I was looking at? Wait. Renata. Oh my god, is it her? Oh my god. That's crazy. I guess it kind of looks like her, right? Oh my god, she has a big Madoka Magica egg. Oh my god. Madoka Magica egg. That's crazy. It looks just like it, doesn't it? Look at this thing. Look at that thing. Oh my god. Talk about copyright infringement. Jesus. They should be going after that character instead of Pokemon.
We see how the desires and needs of Powder have finally flourished in this new form of Jinx, who is strong, confident, and doesn't need anyone's help, but everyone on her team needs hers.
I was just going to say something pedantic.
Powder is seemingly gone. That is, until Jinx sees a remnant of her past, and we see a glimpse of the little girl she used to be, showing how, even though Jinx is this unstoppable force, and everything Powder couldn't be, it doesn't mean she is gone. She still is very much here. We even see the panic and worry of Powder affect Jinx's aim, unable to hit her targets when, before, she couldn't even miss. Jinx is able to regain the reins when Sevica
Oh my god, the coolest scene in all of Arcane, this one right here.
Down.
Are they going to show it, where she like does the cool thing and responds with the facial expression?
Refusing to be seen as weak and timid, refusing to be looked at like Powder was all those years ago. This scene not only introduces us to Jinx, but it shows us that Jinx is not the vacancy of Powder, she is the escape from Powder. Later on, we see Jinx's tether to the past through the Milo and Clagger puppets. Their ghosts and voices haunt her, but in a disturbing way, they keep the Powder inside her alive, as her interactions with them remain unchanged from all those years ago. And we can begin to recognise a parallel. As Powder, she was a Jinx when she made a mistake, when she messed something up, but as Jinx is when she remembers her past, she runs away. It's when she panics like Powder, she fails to hit her target. The seeds of Jinx cause Powder to mess up. The remnants of Powder causes Jinx to mess up.
I'm torn between either that's like pretty good, like a good insight, or it's like a bit of flowery language that like is like hiding how much of a poor insight it is. I don't know. Wait, let's hear that again. Wait.
As Powder, she was a Jinx when she made a mistake, when she messed something up. But as Jinx, it's when she remembers her past, she runs away. It's when she panics like Powder, she fails to hit her target. The seeds of Jinx cause Powder to mess up. The remnants of Powder causes Jinx to mess up.
I guess that's okay. Yeah, I like that.
When Vi finds her younger sister, I really do think in this moment she does find Powder. Even though during their reunion she says she's changed, I view this scene as one of the few in these later episodes where an almost unchanged Powder is here. The vulnerability, her innocent smile, her hugging her sister, knowing in that brief moment, everything was okay. It was a moment that almost belonged to a different time, a simpler time. But this doesn't last long as the doubts Sevica planted in Jinx's mind come rushing back, and the whole situation is, well, jinxed. I think this helps show that
It's kind of weird. Like, watching this channel, it kind of reminds me. I think this is probably the closest thing to one of my videos I've ever seen. I don't know why. Like, it's the way they've written the script or something. I don't know. It's like a lot of words and stuff, and the way they're delivering it. I'm like, oh, it's kind of like me, right? Like, I just feel like I've made a video like this. I'll have to keep track of this channel, right? Interesting.
it's not Powder who develops the fear of Vi leaving her. Vi would never leave Powder. But she did leave Jinx.
And I guess it's also the fact that they're just playing this piano music in the background when they're talking, which is like, I just do that as like a default in any video. Because it's like, oh my god, emotional, crazy.
Took her family away, who ruined everything. So it is Jinx who fears Vi will leave her, abandon her, because she did once before. So the fear of Caitlyn replacing her and taking Vi away is a fear manifesting not in Powder, but in Jinx.
Thumbnail.
Jinx's tea party shows her go through an important development where, surrounded by those most important to her, she decides who she's going to be, which part of herself she'll let live and which she will let die, if she'll be Powder for Vi or Jinx for Silco. But neither of those options are the ones she wants. What she really wants is for Vi to accept her as she is now. But the only outcome was her sitting in the chair that read Jinx. Her connection to the little girl she once was is all but dead, shown by how she shoots down Milo, killing that tether to her past. While it was a negative one, and one worth getting rid of, it shows us how she is shunning away her past. That Powder is gone, having died in a fight with an old friend. Or you could call it less of a fight, and more of enjoying a time long gone, by playing an old game with a once close friend. What I like about this scene is that up to this point, in these later Arcane episodes, Powder has kind of represented the negative. Doubt, regret, weakness, and failure. But not in this scene. Here she represents an innocent joy long forgotten.
What is this music? I recognize it. What's it from? Wait, how far are we? 11:52? Oh god. I have to track which one is which. Is it the Vinland Saga? Oh, it is probably, right? It's probably the Vinland Saga song. One of these.
During this fight, we see not a remnant of Powder, but the true Powder. Not just the doubts and regret, but the little girl who was just being a little girl. Having fun with a friend. Having fun with her talented aim because kids love to have fun with their talent. Cheering her own success.
None of this happened, right? Like this fight scene? Well, I guess kind of. I thought this was from Echo's perspective, but I guess like me and Kyle debated, not debated, but I think Kyle convinced me that I guess it did happen. I don't know.
The little girl who was just being a little girl. Having fun with a friend. Having fun with her talented aim because kids love to have fun with their talent. Cheering her own success. Laughing in victory because she's not a failure.
Well, that part definitely didn't happen, but yeah.
Not just a regret. Powder is a happy memory as well. A memory of friends, of fun, of innocence. Jinx is a product of her troubled childhood, but there were good parts. There were laughs, there was dancing, there was joy. But the product of these positive things never came to be. While the bad times live within Powder and manifested into Jinx, the good times also live within Powder. But
what was that? I don't remember this at all. Wait
never
a minute.
came to be. While the bad times live within Powder and manifested into Jinx, the good times.
What is this? Is this from the scene where they're fighting? Am I like, am I just forgetting something? What the hell is this?
While the bad times live within Powder and manifested into Jinx.
Is it like, I assume it's like some short related to Arcane?
The good times also
What the hell?
live within Powder, but unfortunately, they manifested into nothing. And even though this game ends in violence, as the memory fades and reality returns, Powder remains. As Echo raises his fist, he stops, as he sees her, his childhood friend, Powder. Besides Silco and Vi, this was probably the first time in a long time someone else looked at her without fear or disdain in their eyes. And it wasn't just anyone, it was Echo. Someone who, unlike Silco, knew who Powder was, and unlike Vi, knew who Jinx was. He even had friends Jinx herself killed. Yet, knowing who she had become, knowing what she had done, in this moment, when he finally had her, he saw someone worth sparing. Powder knew what she was becoming, knew that Jinx was taking over, and I don't think she liked it. So, after experiencing the purest form of joy, after this fleeting moment of Not being Jinx fighting an enemy, but Powder playing with her friend Echo, after having someone look at her without those hateful and disdainful eyes. For it all to end here, in a way, would be a beautiful outcome. Even if she didn't win. Seeing Echo finally win after all these years was probably nice in its own way. So, with a look of what appears to be acceptance, Powder lets Jinx's bomb roll. Echo and Jinx.
I guess that's kind of interesting. I never really thought about it. Like, why is she... Because she knows when she sets off this bomb, it's going to kill her as well, right? But why is she happy with that? I never even considered it. Because I knew that obviously she survives, like when I'm watching this a second time. That's a kind of cool point, right? Like, this is a good time for her to die or something. That's interesting.
In its own way. So, with a look of what appears to be acceptance, Powder lets Jinx's bomb roll. Echo and Jinx may have survived this explosion, but Powder didn't. Her slow death, which began years ago, when she lost her family, had come to its end.
It's creeping me out because I do like... I try and write script videos like this. It feels too familiar. When I'm watching this, I'm like, oh my god, is this what I sound like to other people? I don't know, it's okay. Like, I kind of like this video, but it's eerie like that.
It shows Powder died, long before Jinx gave Vi this choice. And even if Vi did kill Caitlyn, and if the two sisters did run away together, anything Jinx would have tried to be for Vi would have been a facade, broken down eventually because she is Jinx. In this scene, she isn't really trying to offer Powder back to Vi. She's trying to convince Vi to accept Jinx. But Vi can't seem to do this, or at least, she doesn't know that is what Jinx needs her to do. So she tries to remind her sister of the past where she was Powder, with her family Milo, Clagger, and Vander. But Powder was enveloped in the explosion on the bridge. So Vi's words don't evoke the memories of Powder, but of Jinx. The memories of trauma, of resentment, of death. Then, amidst all the shouting and screaming, we arrive to a culmination. After
Who are the... I never even thought about this, but who are these animals? I'm assuming it's like... Wait. I'm assuming this is Vi, this is Silco, and then this is Powder? And this is Jinx, I guess? I would assume that's what that is. It is kind of interesting that the story doesn't go into the... It doesn't conclude by saying that, oh, Silco was wrong about me, Vi was wrong about me, I'm not Jinx, I'm not Powder, I'm just me. Like, that's kind of where I was expecting the story to go on a rewatch, because that's kind of what I remembered. But it doesn't end like that at all. Like, it ends on her embracing the Silco side and the Jinx side of her rather than the Powder side. I guess it's also still kind of framed as though, like, Jinx is who she is. So it's not like it completely disregards the, like, oh, I'm just me or whatever, but... Yeah, it was interesting how, like, if we're looking at this visual here, I'm like, oh, it's interesting that Powder is someone who's yelling at her as well, and it's not just, like, someone else. Assuming that's Powder, which I would assume. I don't know, anyway.
Then, amidst all the shouting and screaming, we arrive to a culmination.
Or is that Caitlyn? No, it can't be Caitlyn. That would be ridiculous.
After killing Silco, she accepts who she is. It's her only option. The only person she can be is Jinx, and she solidifies this decision with a major act of destruction, reminiscent of her first. And it is here where Echo...
I don't think it's reminiscent at all, but you know what? I appreciate the boldness of making that parallel.
Whose words to Vi now seem to ring true.
Powder's gone by. All that's left is Jinx, and she belongs to...
The character development of Powder into Jinx is an interesting one, because it's not just a simple Powder becomes Jinx, it's an inner war between who she's going to be. They are not separate. They are one in the same. Always have been.
Well, that's where I thought the story was going, but it doesn't end like that.
But she tends to lean into one or the other at different points. Jinx was always there within Powder, and Powder continued to live within Jinx. This wasn't a tug of war that started in episode 9, or 7, or 6, or 4. It started in episode 1. An inner war that started because a young girl had the best of intentions to help her family.
I have the best intentions.
Good intentions.
Is that like a meme? What is this? That's not from this, right?
I have the best intentions.
What a weird way to undercut the tone of your emotional climax here of your video.
Good intentions that brought upon Powder's slow death and gave life to Jinx.
Alright, that was pretty good. I like that. I feel like I'm starting to get a better understanding of what people take from the character of Jinx. Because who knows, maybe I'll make a video where Jinx is a character. Maybe not. 100k views, not bad. 1k subscriber channel. What else have they made? Oh, it's their most popular one. Interesting. A lesson in duality. Wait, did I watch that? Or is this... Wait, what did we just watch? Oh, yeah, the slow death of Powder? I feel like I've seen this. Or maybe not. Or maybe... What was the other one called that we watched? Oh, I don't know. God, I don't know. Anyway. Oh my god, there's a whole Milo and Clagger video? That's crazy. And we have a Jace Talus video. I'm sure Miller would love that one. Jet. Damn, this guy is grinding on these minor characters. Heartbreaking depiction of grief. Is this an Ilva video? That'd be crazy if that was. I wonder if Bacon's seen this video. You know, I'm sure he's seen every Villain Saga video there is. Maybe that was the Imagine Dragons music video. That would make perfect sense. That would make perfect sense. That has to be where it's from. All right. What was that? Oh, Kyle joined.
Shut up.
Welcome.
I didn't check the stream. I didn't snoop before I rejoined. I just stopped recording, pissed a little on my hand, shook it off in to speak with my good friend Elite Ari.
Well, you came at a perfect time because I just finished watching a video and then I just finished talking about the video, and here we are. And I was like, what am I going to do now?
Was it the same video?
No, I watched the second video. Wait, I'm going to drink some water.
Oh, he's going to drink some water. That needs to be announced. He needs to mute your microphone and he needs to leave to do that, chat. Can you imagine that? I'm embarrassed right now. You should be too.
All right, I'm back.
There you go. Your review on the videos, is everybody as smart on Arcade?
The first one was bad. I don't think it made any sense, but maybe you would be able to like tease out why it made sense or someone else. But the second one I liked, but it was really eerie because it felt like a video that I would make, and it sounded like it was delivered in the same way I would deliver it. And I'm like, this is a bit scary. Like,
oh,
yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Now I want to see that video instead of the shitty Alexander video we're about to start, right?
That's very true. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and also the channel I just watched, they also have a Jace Talus video. I was like, oh my god, that's crazy.
Why? Why would anybody do that?
I don't know, but they also have a Milo and Clagger video. That's even crazier. The two kids from Arc 1. Damn.
You could make like a 4-minute. First of all, I know their names, Elite Ari.
I don't know, right?
All
right, yeah.
Second of all, you could make like a 4-minute video about how they reoccurringly show up.
Let's see how long it is. 14 minutes. Not bad at all.
I don't want to watch it. I'm not suggesting anything crazy here.
Yeah.
I just want to laugh at Alexander.
All
now,
right.
first of all, Miller chose a 17-minute video or some shit. I'm sure, but it is about the shittiest character, so we'll get mad at it if it says nice things.
Mm-hmm.
But my god, there has to be shorter ones, right?
Yeah, probably. But we're here for Miller, right? Oh my god, the other guy's video on Jace is 25 minutes long. People love Jace. That's crazy.
There's so much to say about this little guy, and he's got a sexy girlfriend. I mean, you know. I have a sexy girlfriend too, Leary. Oh my goodness, did you? I didn't just say that.
Oh my god, you have a girlfriend? Wow.
No, that was bad, Leary. That could get clipped, and I could be, I could not have a girlfriend anymore. Do you hear what I just said?
No, of course not. No.
All
right.
I don't want to get hit.
So we're gonna watch this video. How do you want to watch it? Are we gonna stream it, or are we gonna do that watch together thing? If you got a link, I'll do it.
What do I got to do?
That watch together thing, if you want to do it, or you can just watch it on stream.
Isn't that better than the streaming thing though?
You can choose, Kyle.
Because what you're saying is you stream it in Discord and I watch it, right? But doesn't that have a little bit of delay or something? Can we try and do that once?
Perhaps, yes.
But then I don't have to do nothing. So we should try you streaming it first.
All right, let's see what happens. Okay.
Oh my god, you can watch a Craft Dwarf video.
So true. We can do anything, but not really. My god, I have so many things. Jace Talus.
The brilliance of arcane something.
All right.
I'm on stream. Oh, can I not hear it? Perhaps that's the issue.
No, you'll be able to hear it. All
okay,
right. So what are you, before we do this, what are your thoughts on Alexander?
Me and Millie used to make fun of him, you know. We're clowning on this fool. Mm-hmm. We were saying, and I watched all his Berserk videos like twice, and I still can't remember a single thing he said in any of those videos. One time he said Caucus is just like the average band of the Hawk member, and I was like, oh, well, I guess that's an okay point. One time he got cut out and put into a rap song about how Griffith did nothing wrong. That was pretty sick. That was the coolest part. I was jealous. I liked that rapper before that. What other videos?
His most popular video is a Harry Potter video.
Oh, I watched that one. I don't remember anything he said in it.
That's crazy. I've seen his Hunter. I've seen the morality of Gone. I think that's the one I've seen.
Was Gone very moral?
I'm pretty sure this is the video that that spawned the meme that Gon doesn't have morality or something, or he just like likes his friends and does whatever to protect them or something, or like help them or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, is that why
Hunter
Hunter is a deconstruction of shonen because it takes the friendship is good trope to the extreme to where friendship is actually bad if
Perhaps. But that is obviously not in line with the
12?
last the last part of the show, but I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it's just a critique
Oh,
of one
Alidari
arc.
disagrees.
Yeah.
You think you're smarter than Alexander with his like 600,000 subs? How many subs does he have, Alidari? Scroll back up.
Only
I can't see.
300,000.
Embarrassing.
That's only 10 times the amount I have. 100 times, sorry.
Like 0.1 times mine.
Yeah, very funny, Kyle. You know who's getting very close to you, Kyle?
You want to know what just happened in Alidari's
Orantos.
mind? He was just like, is Kyle smart enough to make that joke, or did he just fuck it up? That's what Alidari just thought. Does he know that that makes it less? Yes, Alidari, I knew.
Okay.
How many does Karantos have?
8.47k.
How does he not have more? What a retard.
No, that just shows your influence, Kyle. You
Wait,
underestimate how influential you are.
Like, can I click on this to make it bigger? No, I
No.
can't, Alidari.
That's as big as we're going.
Stream volume, no. Don't each one of these videos.
Did you hit your mic again? Oh my god. Crazy. Kyle's out of commission.
I don't like this Alidari, and I
it's
don't like.
Imagine if you did that when you're recording.
Pick up the microphone, you know, but it like comes undone.
Yeah.
How come it did so long, but it does now? We'll never know the answer to these things. How come these videos don't have a lot of views, Alidari? Oh wait, I know, because he fucking does a censor thing to try and get YouTube ads on it, and so I have to odds to watch Kick or Keep.
Yeah. It's
It's
very
embarrassing.
true. And he also
I'm embarrassed right
it's
now.
also very delayed. Look at this, one day ago.
Oh
No.
yeah. he does that
Why would you
shit.
do that? Why wouldn't you just put it on the next day?
yes.
Jesus. Anyway.
Wait,
famous
scroll
sushi
down.
guy.
What's
Too late, it's
oh,
fine.
he gets rid of it. Oh, and you're in incognito mode, aren't you? So you can't
No, I could
reopen
open
tab.
it again. Reopen close tab. Here you go, Kyle.
Wait, is it in incognito mode or not?
No. Why would it be an incognito?
Oh, okay. I swear you used to stream like that.
Oh no, definitely not.
Am I wrong?
You're just delusional.
All right,
now.
scroll down. I want to see what was before Kick or Keep. What's he talking about here?
Zionism. I don't...
Oh, I guess
That's
this
pretty
is
much it.
between Kick or Keeps.
yeah.
I just saw some thumbnails.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
there
like,
is.
oh.
All right, let's go all the way down.
Karantos reacting to news. That must be good. I'll watch that. Oh my god.
Damn, 2 years
Booby
ago.
girls. I see Cutebot and Amaranth and Gideon and Pokemon without makeup and I show speed.
Mm-hmm.
She said what? Look, it says that at the bottom.
Where?
With the anger.
Oh yeah, I
emoji.
see it. I see it. All right. Oh my god, look at him. He used to look different. You could see his
Does
mask.
he still have
and,
the
like-
mask on?
Yeah, look at that. Oh my god. No way that's him. This is the highest resolution
His
Coronas I've
hair.
ever
So,
seen in my
ladies and
life.
gentlemen, how y'all doing?
Oh my god.
How you doing, Alidari?
I'm doing good. Damn, right, he looks
How
different.
come you don't start secondary ENT videos like that? I should start second. Oh,
That's true. Because I
your
can't start
second
them.
channel is called Ordinary RE. You gotta
Yes.
full screen this fucking thing. Oh no, you don't.
I
Fuck
can't
it.
full
I can
screen this
just
now.
show
Let's
you.
not get crazy.
Oh my god, you can put it in 4K, Alidari.
You have a 4K monitor, yeah, of course.
How come I don't Well, I do too, by the way. Shut up. Not on this laptop
Okay.
though. What was I gonna say?
Something about your 4K
I don't know.
monitor.
Something about 4K. It was gonna be really funny. All right, let's watch a shit video. Better already be on 2 times speed. This motherfucker talks slower than you've ever heard.
course,
Wait,
1.9.
Alidari, how many? Oh, you said you watched the Gone.
Arcane.
So you
Oh, wait.
kind of know. Shut up.
Yep.
I was gonna
And he's
ask how
also
many
banned me on
Alexander
Twitter.
videos
That's my
you've seen.
favorite, my famous thing.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
good. That was good.
All right. Oh my god, so quiet.
Hi,
From the
Ordinary
beginning-
RE.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Bro, I just made it so that you have to cut this out and put it on the channel.
No, I would never.
Don't,
do
I
that.
don't want drama, Alidari.
I would
Don't
never
do that.
upload a reaction to a video unless I say a lot. All right.
Arcane's first season is full of great writing.
What if
and
I
outside
say
of
a
the
lot
stunning
and you
visual
say nothing?
Then I don't know. We'll have to see. Spoiler
was
warning:
gonna
this
ask you to
video contains
rewind
major
it.
spoilers for the story of Arcane intended for the. Oh,
From the
how am I
very
meant to read all that? Anyway, let's keep
beginning,
going.
Arcane's first
Just
season is
pause
full of
it.
great writing, and outside of the stunning visuals, the thing about the story that immediately struck me the
Great
most was
writing.
the sheer amount of weight, perspective, and empathy put into the characters. This story puts everything it has into ensuring that the audience
Ever
is
heard of
intimately
empathy?
Yes, I have heard of empathy. Yes, yes.
I love when
familiar
my
with the-
shows are written with empathy and weight. How about you?
I absolutely agree. Yeah, except for the ones where I don't want it to be written with empathy and weight. Yeah, it's.
Wait, how do I get the chat up? I gotta get Miller the Killer on my screen. What's he saying? Why isn't he in the call?
I don't know. He's saying nothing. No one's here. It's just us, Kyle. If you're here, put a emote in the
Miller are
chat.
both here. There's no way
Donate
they will-
$10 if you're here, right? Yeah, hell yeah. All right.
Ah,
Mindset.
that's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh my god, Miller is here. He said, "I hate this."
All right,
man."
Elite RE, I'm making a rule. I'm not
Yeah.
speaking for the next minute
Why? What?
because I've already interrupted 7 times.
Oh no, it's okay.
I hate-
Kyle.
I hate this man, Miller says. I nearly choked on that vial that came out of my mouth, Elite RE.
Yeah. Oh, and Heath is here as well. Oh my god, we have so many viewers. So let's go, Kyle. Let's watch this.
And outside of the stunning visuals, the thing about the
Look at that blue fire. That's really cool.
story that immediately struck me the most was the sheer amount of weight, perspective, and empathy put into the characters. This story puts everything it has into ensuring that the audience is intimately familiar
Do you know what it feels like to drown?
with the mindsets of all of its characters
not
from the
speaking,
jump,
Leroy,
and
shut
then
up.
uses that establishment to constantly keep the viewer guessing as to which direction of many possible directions they could
Oh,
go
no,
in.
pause it,
With
Elite
everything-
RE. Don't you think that point about how writers are writing about drowning when they never drowned is way more interesting than anything you could possibly say in this video?
There's a lot of interesting things you could say about Chase, all right? But yeah, I will admit that point you made about the drowning was very interesting, all right? I don't agree with it, obviously. We had a very heated debate, all right, in that video, but I think it is at
So you
least
gotta just talk
interesting.
about meta stuff, all right? This fucking story with the shitty fake characters and all this nonsense, nobody cares. We want to know what it
Yeah.
means for your...
True. Look at this. Only 81,000 views on this video.
True, I did see that when I clicked on it before and saw how fucking long it was, but...
It's probably the most
Embarrassing.
popular Jace video, right? On all of YouTube, I imagine.
almost certainly not, right?
I don't know. All right, let's go.
I guess if you don't have the hot girls to clickbait, who's going to watch your Arcane video?
We have Jace. Remember that time he was hammering the hammer or whatever? He didn't have a shirt on?
It's going to be really funny when like some unfunny YouTubers call him a himbo and talk about how much they want to fuck him, but they're actually just straight and they're trying to be funny.
That would be crazy.
You know the thing, Alita. You know what I'm referring to.
No.
potential one feeling in character
My
in some
queen,
way.
she's on
It's such a
screen.
rich character piece that establishes context for its entire cast, and so it's no surprise to see any number of these characters on top of
Was
any
it-
given fan of
Would you describe Arcane as a character piece, Elite RE?
Yeah, it is definitely. I mean, just for Jinx, maybe. I don't know about other characters.
Shut
but
up.
It's
It's
the whole.
just a
That's the whole
plot
point of the
job,
show,
right?
the whole
What's
point
going
of
to
the show.
happen next? I'm
The
excited.
final scene is a character thing with Jinx. That's the entire point.
She blew up the thingy. They're all dead. It's a
Oh my god,
fucking
isn't that
plot
crazy? Because
cliffhanger,
she also
you
blew it
fucking
up at the end of
loser.
episode 3. It's like there's a parallel going on there. Oh my god. Anyway.
Well, that's plot structure. That ain't character. Shut up.
No, it's all.
Click
You
play.
weren't here for the last Jinx videos we watched, where they compared how Powder has she blew up stuff then and she blew up stuff now, and the bad stuff that happens, the bad elements of Jinx are what ruin Powder, but the bad elements of Powder are what ruin Jinx or something. And it's like, oh my god, this is crazy. Anyway, let's keep going.
the
Remember
show's
when
character rank.
Deidara in Naruto said, "That is an explosion." That was deep.
What's an
Arcane's not
explosion?
deep, right? Art is an
Oh.
explosion. Because his
That's
power was
crazy.
making things explode, and he would kill people like because he's a crazy like terrorist dude, and then he
Mhm.
would talk about art, and it was really pretentious, and it was supposed to be the juxtaposition of blowing up and talking about art, and that was supposed to make you hate him. But he was
Mhm.
pretty cool, and he had mouths on his hands.
Damn, that's like Android 19. Anyway,
Android
Miller the
19,
Killer
right?
says Jace is the worst
Oh
character
yeah, it
design
is like
of all
Android
time.
19. I mean,
And
it's pretty boring.
I think it's pretty good. Oh my god, do you know who I was thinking of today actually? Because I saw a clip from Ruby and I'm like, oh my god, this is Jace. It's Ironwood from Ruby. I don't know if it isn't
I
gonna
bet
hit
there
anyone.
was a
but
League of Legends.
Is this
character
guy,
that
right?
really-
He's like is nothing like Jason personality or like skill or whatever, I guess. But he kind of looks like him. Whenever I think of this guy, I think of Jace now because it's like, oh my god, they're like the same person. Anyway.
Oh, Elite Ari, I also saw you fucking looking at League of Legends character champions. I think
Yeah, I was
Did you
shocked
do
by
that?
how many I didn't recognize. I thought I knew every single one, but
there's
there's
like 200.
yeah, I didn't realize how many there were. But yeah. Anyway.
Did you see Jace on there? Is he a league champion?
No,
Did we
I
find
didn't get
out
that
yet?
far. But he is. He definitely is. Come on. I've heard the name.
Okay.
But Heath says, how to play Jace, top videos, FS have more views. I guess that makes sense. But that's
That
not
would be
Arcane
great.
related. Yeah.
Oh, that you know what I just thought of? You know how in episode 2, I'm like, why the fuck are we following this loser? If I was a real League of Legends fan, maybe I would have been sawing out that we were following Jace instead of like, this shit is weird. Why do we just divert the plot, the whole thingy?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Perhaps. We'll never know.
You
Kyle.
do need to watch League of Legends to understand Arcane. All the people talking to all the reactors they wanted to react to it were lying.
Mm. Anyway.
ranking. Personally, I think there's a handful that are great enough to be justifiably called the best character in the series, but out of all of them, my favorite actually seems to be the least popular of the bunch, at least from what I've seen online.
It's not a theory. I saw with my own eyes what magic can do. The lives it can save. You've no idea how beautiful it is.
To me, Jace Talus represents everything that is
What's
wonderful.
wrong with that? That was great.
Oh, it's terrible dialogue. Get
Alright.
me out of this fucking show.
About the character writing in Arcane, deepened and
How
broadened to
beautiful it is. Keep going, Elliot.
He's right though. All right.
benefit the story.
You don't like how earnest he is. That's what you don't like about it, Kyle. You want him to be edgy
Yes.
and like not say things like that.
No, at least a little sarcastic. Come on. If you're going to be earnest, you better be fucking indirect about it.
True.
Unsurpassed ways. He informs us about magic and the setting initially. He works as the primary lens into the higher politics of the world. He drifts in and out of himself constantly in pursuit of his dream. He forms one half of one of the most interesting ideological contrasts in the series, and more than anything,
Oh my god, the Heimerdinger Jace is one of the most interesting contrasts. Is that what he's saying?
I'm very interested. Yes, of course he is.
Oh my god,
Mr.
alright.
Alexander.
And more than
Keep
anything,
going.
he's such a rich, emotional, and human character. One who
When do
constantly
you
finds
gotta
himself straying-
stop, Elidari? When you're sciencing. Now that's what an ethical question.
Yes, when you get too far, that's when you have to
All
stop.
day. Yes,
but never
that's a good
fully
point to
forgets
stop
who
at.
he is. No matter how much weight is placed upon his shoulders, how many difficult decisions are thrust upon him, and how many mistakes he makes. He is extremely flawed, and this leads to the potential for a bona fide corruption arc. But his keen sense of heart and his acute
What are his flaws? Wait, could you list them? What are Jace's flaws, Kyle? Go ahead.
Oh, did he not just say him?
Maybe I didn't. He probably did. I just missed it. But...
No, I wasn't paying attention.
All right, let's
either.
watch it one more time. I'm sure he'll name the flaws. Wait.
How many difficult decisions are thrust upon him, and how many mistakes he makes. He is extremely
Okay, wait a minute. Let's go back a bit more. Maybe, wait.
one who constantly finds himself
Telling you,
straying,
you're not
but
gonna
never
remember
fully
anything.
forgets who he is. No matter how much weight is placed upon his shoulders, how many difficult decisions are thrust upon him, and how many mistakes he makes. He is
Okay, so what are the mistakes Jace makes? I guess he experimented with the crystals and that blew up his lab, but that kind of saved the entire society, right? Like, it really propelled them into further economic heights. So I don't know.
And then he he didn't listen to Heimerdinger, and then he betrayed him and got him kicked out of the council, and then he
Yeah, but he was right for that, right?
doesn't give Victor the credit, and he
True.
he was a little racist there for a little while about the Undercity people.
Oh, that's a good point. You know what?
Wanted to make weapons, Elidari.
I don't know why, but for some reason,
If
when
you
he's-
rewind it again, I'm gonna punch you.
I thought he was just talking about Act 1 for some reason. I don't know why. But
No,
yeah,
there's just only so much footage, Elidari. We got to show something on
yeah.
the screen.
All right, let's keep
emotional
going.
and human character, one who constantly finds himself straying but never fully forgets who
I
he
love
is. No matter
human
how much weight is placed upon his shoulders, how many difficult decisions are thrust upon him, and how many mistakes he makes. He is extremely flawed, and this leads to the potential for a bona
Jace
fide
kills
corruption.
the kid, Elidari. Miller's telling us.
That's true.
Remember,
Because he was really
adonised
out
that
for
kid?
blood. He was trying to get that kid. I can't believe he did that. He's
Yeah.
evil. He makes so many mistakes. Good.
Arc. But his keen sense of heart and his acute awareness of his dream prevent him from ever becoming fully lost, no matter how far he wanders. We start off with Jace more or less in the beginning, through a flashback of how magic saved him and his mother's lives. This scene is extremely short, but it's so potent and does everything that it needs
Is it that short? I don't think it's that short. I felt like it was like a minute or two.
Yeah, it was kind of
Like,
a bit of a scene. Yeah.
Anyway.
to do. Through it, we see exactly why Jace is the way he is, why he does so much work with magic, and why the prospect of losing his ability to share it with the world had him one step
He's gonna kill
from taking
himself,
his own
Elidari.
life. Funnily enough,
True.
I actually stated in my reaction videos on the series that expelling him was as good as killing him, and that ended up being very much the truth.
I move that Jace be summarily expelled from the academy and remanded to the care of his parents.
I can't believe this guy does reaction videos. How have I never seen this before?
He's reacting to One Piece right now, Elidari. He
Is
has
it
been
on
for
his
like
side
2
channel
years.
here? Are these reactions?
Naruto.
I don't even know what this is. Oh, it is, I assume. Damn, we should have him on the
It says
stream.
Naruto on the fucking thing.
I should be like, bro, I know I'm blocked on Twitter, but please, I reacted to your video. You should come and defend it or something. That'd be really cool.
Bro, he's got the film buff stance and the pondering face, the pondering look on his face. So you just know he's a great reactor and he's gonna understand the themes immediately.
Yeah, probably, yeah. That would be interesting. I'd probably watch it, you know. Anyway, let's go back. What was he saying in his reaction?
If I was to film myself in my room watching shit, my feet would be up on the desk. I would be doing a weird pose. My hand would be over my back, and I would be disinterested, Elidari, because I'm cool.
Yeah, and then you get like a copyright strike for not saying anything. That'd be terrible. And then Kyle Entertainment, you'd have to make a new channel, Kyle Entertainment 2. And then you'd it'd all go downhill from there. You'd have to get your monetization back, but for that you'd have to have videos that get like views and watch hours, and you have to get your subscribers back, and then the Griffith video would be gone. You wouldn't be making money from that anymore. Oh my god, it'd be terrible.
Never hit 1 million views, you know.
Yeah. Anyway,
What a sad reality. I just wanted to be cool.
Might as well have killed him. Jace's research here is his entire life early on. Take it away and he feels he is nothing. It is who
That
he
was
is.
fucking
that's true. It's true.
That was fucking
He called it in the
sick.
reaction.
He literally said the thing that he just said. But back then, oh, that was genius.
That's kind of like, remember in your Berserk video where you were like, the point wasn't lost on me, I just explained it. It's kind of like that.
Oh, kill yourself, Leary. If you ever bring anything like that up again, I'm going to kill you.
Alright, let's keep going. Oh, yeah, Jace kills kids. You should react to his reactions. Absolutely not.
Leary, you fucking moron.
Find himself without it due to how deeply he is enamored with the beauty of magic and how beneficial it can be for people. So naturally, he revolves his life around it. It's a pure and well-intended dream, and there's an innocent and admirable charm to how altruistically he is defined by his work and the eventual goal he has of putting it out there. But the difficulties he experiences in sharing his dream and the red tape that makes this sort of research and progress difficult informs us of how this society functions and why he must temper this dream with caution. Heimerdinger opposes harnessing magic because he knows through experience of the destruction it can bring if taken to the extreme and used by the wrong people, and as a foremost member of the council, he has enacted these policies to prevent Piltover from going down this road. Jace represents the double-edged nature of discovery and scientific innovation. When it comes to these things, there is an idealistic wonder attached to the beauty of it, a goal to progress society and share these wonders with the world for everyone's benefit. But these things can also spiral out of control, and so there is also a danger to discovery if taken too far. And that is obviously represented by Heimerdinger. Restricted and willing to end it all, Jace's life is saved by Victor, a fellow scientific mind and kindred spirit whose goals are slightly different in complexion, but possessed by the same overall sentiment and intent: helping people, benefiting society. These two, aided by Mel, make a breakthrough in Hextech and kickstart a completely new era in Piltover. And just as these things tend to go, everything exponentially ramps up and Hextech revolutionizes society, leading to differing fortunes for its two founders. Victor fades in prominence from the public eye, his health failing him, his legacy becoming a...
Was he ever in the public eye? Like fades from prominence? Wouldn't that imply
Isn't it
his
just
original?
flowery fucking language saying nothing, Leary? Well, it's saying something. It's just the most basic themes shit I've ever been bored by.
No, I like it. I like it. I have no problem with Alexander, right? I liked his Hunt Under video. This is okay so far, you know? We'll see. We'll see
You
where
know,
this
when
goes.
you're discovering things, there's an inherent danger there, and the trepidation, that's Heimerdinger. That's a name I just said. I want to kill myself.
See, no, Kyle, see, this isn't an analysis video, Kyle. This is a in defense of a character that everyone hates that I love video. And he's trying to convince the audience that Jace is actually a good character, you know? So I admire that goal and that vision. I think it's a good, valiant
it's a fucking
attempt.
shitty themes analysis.
But the character he likes, right? That's the difference. Anyway.
feeble shadow, and Jace, the man saved by Victor, is...
Remember that shot? That was so cool. That's visual storytelling right there.
Becoming a feeble shadow, and Jace, the man saved by Victor, is thrust into the light as the spearhead of this revolution. A handsome young genius, Jace becomes the singular face for an operation that really should have had two. He becomes the public darling, his face on the blimps, his name up in lights, his voice behind the speeches.
I am interested where he's gonna take this analysis, because Victor obviously doesn't care about that at all, right? At least I don't remember him ever mentioning it. Like, the only thing I've ever heard of him say is that, oh, I don't want to be in the spotlight. Like, I don't like the attention or whatever. It's like, where do you think he's going to take this analysis? Do you think he's going to be like, that's a flaw of Jace, that he took the attention without questioning it? Or, I don't know.
Or maybe he's just being indirect and he's lying and he actually did want it. And a good friend would recognize that he actually did want some attention and credit and would have insisted on him coming up with him.
That's a great point, Kyle. That's probably what it is. He was so proud of that point, he had to show proof. That's true. I would do that. If I ever made a really cool prediction in something, I would bring it up every time. Like, I made an analysis, I'd be like, oh my God, I did predict it. Yeah. Did you like Alexander's video more than the crafts dwarfed videos? I don't remember the Alexander video enough, like the Hunt Hunter one. But hey, you know what? His point stuck with me. I remember the point about, like, oh God, he doesn't care about morals. He just he's on the side of his friends. If people wrong his friends, he doesn't like it. You know, I remember that. So I guess that one's better. The only thing I remember from Craftswalk is he just
retardedly fucking
what
anal way of writing a leader. It's just great to listen to when he's just saying a million things and it's one sentence. The whole video.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I do like that.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Is he friends with Shabes? Do you know? Are they actual friends?
Craftswalk?
Yeah.
Kinda.
I thought you were gonna elaborate. Okay, yeah. Okay, interesting.
Well.
Why? What happened? Did they have beef or something?
Got his main group of friends that are on the weeb Is it crew or club, Alito? You will never remember which. It's the club, I
know.
think.
Oh, you've got to check
And then
that
he's got
website
like
out
his
again.
peripheral friends, and Shapes would be one of those, I think.
Right.
They will
yep.
be in each other's stream chats sometimes. I'm sure they've talked to each other.
Yeah. Okay, I understand their relationship. Interesting, because to me they sound identical. Like they sound like the same person.
You said that.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Was it me or Miller that was going on about somebody else sounding just like Shapes? And now I can't remember who it was. Man's got a voice you can just, plagiarize.
Oh, it's not there yet. Ciclet. Not there yet.
Oh yeah,
Sharky
you guys.
Bacon. Not there yet. Oh boy. All right.
Fuck 'em.
Anyway,
They got all the important.
Miller
channels.
says yes, they're friends. So take that, Kyle. He was in Shaves' One Piece video. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I did see that.
Or it was like the other way around. I remember Shaves being in someone's video at some point. Or maybe
Shapes has a One Piece podcast, and I think Krastorf was one of the episodes.
That makes sense. But you're like basically friends with Shapes too, right? Like he watched your that digest or whatever you made, and he like commented
You watched
on it.
my top 10 list where I put him at number 1 and left 2 comments. One before he realized he was number 1, and then one after he realized he was number 1. They started blowing me. It was great.
Wow. And he's talked about you on his videos before. Yeah, you guys are like, you guys are together.
He is very much the
when he
golden
talks
boy.
about this video I just recorded, Elite RE, that's also got him in it. He's gonna love it, Elite RE. He's gonna be like, man, he got so funny.
Yeah, make sure you cut out this bit from this stream and put it afterwards and be like, I called it back then. I don't know. Make an Alexander reference. All right, let's
This
go.
revolution. A handsome young genius, Jace becomes the singular face for an operation that really should have had two. He becomes the public darling. His face on the blimps, his name up in lights, his voice behind the speeches. He is very much the golden boy of this new revolutionary age in every sense.
Why did you just
as
say
a-
that 3 times? His name?
Because it's cool.
He was the
Emphasis.
famous one. His name's up in life. His shut up.
Okay.
I don't want descriptive language in a video essay. I want you to hurry up and get to the point.
True,
or I want
we
you
just,
to be
we just
funny.
want analytical
This is not either
stuff.
one of them.
God.
Yeah.
What was
Or
I
comedy.
thinking? I was going to say
something
something,
interesting.
Kyle. Let's go back a bit, as we always do in this video.
Singular face for an operation that really should have had two. He becomes the public darling.
Oh, the Golden Boy. What did they... Oh, the Boy Wonder. I was going to say, like, didn't they call someone the Golden Boy? But no, they called Echo the Boy Wonder. And that was what the episode was called. Anyway.
His face on the blimps, his name up in lights, his voice behind the speeches.
Sure,
He is very
Echo the Boy Wonder. Oh yeah, Jinx. Not
Yeah.
Jinx. What's the other one's name? Vi probably says that sarcastically,
it
but
was
that's a
Jinx.
reference to something else.
No, it was Jinx
Oh,
when they were
yeah.
fighting on the
Oh,
bridge.
yeah,
She's
she
like,
was
oh, if it
definitely
isn't the
saying it as a
Boy
funny
Wonder.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's obviously a funny thing. Jinx watches the TV show that's referencing from the 80s. I assume that's what it is.
Is that true? I thought it was just like a thing people say.
They call Katniss the Girl Wonder in the Hunger Games.
That's so cool.
much the golden boy of this new revolutionary age in every sense, as Alora puts it. Pushed onto the council.
You know what I saw today, Elite? You know how the Republican 2024
Oh, boy.
electoral race is now down to 2 people? Ron DeSantis dropped out, Elite. I saw it on 9 News. That's pretty sad, right? You know what the girl did, Nikki Haley or whatever? She said, let the best woman win. And I was like, why are you saying that as a Republican, you dumb bitch? You just forfeited the race. But that jumped in my mind because Katniss was the girl wonder, and that's a play off the boy wonder. So Katniss thought it was really cool and it was progressive and pog. So why did that Nikki Haley girl do that? Is she stupid?
Because it's empowering. Isn't that great? Don't we want women
Remember when
to feel
Hillary
like they
Clinton
can...
did that and all the Trumples made fun of her? You just killed it. She's
Yeah,
dead.
but Hillary Clinton was very cringe, right? I don't know about this other Republican
She was pretty
lady.
cringe when she said it too.
Oh, alright, that's a shame.
I
Because it
saw
could
that
be
in
a cool
clip, but,
line.
you know,
Like if you deliver it
you love
correctly.
politics, I love politics. Makes sense to bring up. I don't know why you second guess Amelia, right?
Sorry. That's Robin, stupid. Is that the Boy Wonder? Robin? The Golden Boy? I don't know. I know nothing about Batman.
The Girl Wonder? Oh yeah, Robin's the boy wonder. I thought he was talking about Robin from One Piece.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
He's not, I don't think.
Alright.
So she was a girl and she was a wonder at reading a language that she wasn't supposed to be able to read, Alita. Right?
Am I meant to know who Robin is? I don't even remember. It sounds familiar.
So she can't say that. You saw her on my stream if you were watching last night. She has big boobs.
I don't
So does
remember.
every One Piece girl, Alita.
And guided, or some might say, half manipulated by Mel, he opens his perspective, matures, and begins playing the underhanded Game of Thrones that those at the very top in Piltover play, ensuring that he and Hextech are viewed as a monument.
You okay?
He said Game of Thrones, Alita.
Oh yeah, that's a reference to Game of Thrones. Alright, let's go back again.
Anything
Alright.
that has any political things in it is stop rewinding it. when I talk over it. We didn't miss any.
All right.
Pushed onto the council and guided, or some might say half manipulated by Mel, he opens his perspective, matures, and begins playing the underhanded Game of Thrones that those at the very top in Piltover play, ensuring that he and Hextech are viewed as a monumentally advantageous investment by Piltover's finest. And as this momentum continues, Jace becomes more and more central as the likes of Victor and Heimerdinger fade in prominence for very different reasons. However, as this all happens, more and more pressure is placed on his shoulders. As he gains more influence and power, he's forced to make desperately difficult decisions, and as certain events force his hand, he begins to lose sight of why he wanted Hextech to grow like this in the first place. His relationships fracture, he does some things that he hates himself for, and he begins entertaining the idea of using Hextech for the opposite type of thing that it was invented for. An idea Victor vehemently opposes and views Jace's lack of outright refusal for as a sign that he has completely missed the forest for the trees. And the thing is, Jace knows
Bro,
this.
I remember when that happens.
I'm worried I have to do something I never thought I would.
Whoa.
That self-awareness of him slowly losing himself is one of the most horrifying things about this. Early on, Jace represents the part of scientific innovation that Heimerdinger...
Sorry?
I'm just mocking the video saying
Oh,
I
right,
was
right.
horrible.
advocates, the wonder, the brilliance, the childish wide-eyed beauty. But eventually, he, and Victor for very different reasons, represents the danger of this if taken too far. It's a slippery slope. One decision leads to another, and suddenly he's got stifling blockades set up, he's taking impulsive jabs at the Undercity, his Hextech technology is being used as a weapon, and he's accidentally killed Rennie's innocent child who—
Oh, he listed all the issues he did. Okay, wait, we gotta hear that again. What are all the bad things about Jace? Sorry, let's see.
Taken too far. It's a slippery slope. One decision leads to another, and suddenly he's got stifling blockades set up.
Okay, he set up blockades. It's probably a bit extreme, right? That's like a bad thing, I guess.
Yeah, that's like immigration control. He built the wall. That's pretty evil.
Yeah.
He's taking impulsive jabs at the Undercity.
Yeah, he did the racist Undercity thing. True, you pointed that out earlier. Well done.
Yeah, I remember Arcane.
Is being used as a weapon, and he's
Okay, he made his technology into a weapon. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I think that's like a neutral thing. And he killed a kid. I think that's pretty bad. True. All right.
Alexander loves Berserk. You think he's about to make an Adonis joke? No, only I would, because I'm funny.
Does he ever do jokes in his videos?
Probably not.
True, he's just like me. I never put jokes.
He's an innocent child who only wound up in that position because he had no choice but to perpetuate this in response to the oppression from those above. So many little decisions Jace makes, the amalgamation of little acts that further isolate Victor, delving into underhanded politics, weaponizing Hextech, establishing iron grips on the borders of the city, ousting Heimerdinger.
I just remembered who Robin is. I read Miller's thing. He said, "Stop lying. You posted a picture of Robin in Discord saying it's the best character design of all time." I just remembered it's Nico Robin. That's the character, right? I've never heard of the name Robin before. Is that her actual first name? Like, why is she called Nico Robin? Or is that a spoiler?
Because in Japan, Elite they say the last name first. I don't fucking know.
All right, there we go. All right. And Ciclet's here. Hey, Ari. Are you going to say hey to Kyle, Ciclet? Oh my god, how rude.
Yeah, you little bitch.
All right, let's keep going. Sorry, let's rewind a bit. All right.
In response to the oppression from those above. So many little decisions Jace makes, the amalgamation of little acts that further isolate Victor, delving into underhanded politics, weaponizing Hextech, establishing iron grips on the borders of the city, ousting Heimerdinger.
Let's watch that Kirby Munchie video, Elite that you didn't get to the good part of. Actually, no, I can't be seen in public reacting to that video.
I don't like Kirby.
The trajectory of a corruption arc.
Like
but
slurs?
if we look
I hate slurs.
deeply into these acts, the intent and thought behind them tells us who Jace is. The little acts that isolated Victor were done to try and shield Victor from blame and maintain his health. He delved into underhanded political maneuvering because, as Mel said, he had to maintain his status on the council to not become a target and to fund Hextech. He was too naive and had to fix that to survive at the top. He weaponized Hextech, self-aware of the fact that it went against his original sentiments, to try and protect his city from Silco's threat. He established blockades to prevent further attacks and harm to the Hexgates and citizens. And he ousted Heimerdinger because in the wake of Victor's horrible diagnosis, his mentor, while brilliant and legendary, simply could not see things from the perspective of a human with a short lifespan, offered no viable solutions and only spouted rhetoric, and only led to hurdles and headaches for Jace, stopping his progress and leaving Victor's future hanging by a thread. And he could stomach his...
Okay. What I'm about to say is in no way related to Alexander, alright? It's completely different, alright? It just came to me as I was watching this, alright? So don't apply what I'm saying at all to him.
Yeah, because we're all thinking about other things.
It's not... No, it's because I was watching this and something you said, I'm like, oh yeah, it's kind of interesting. There's a channel, I think it's called like The Young Defiant or something, where it's like, it's I don't know if I assume it's a troll or someone who, every time something comes out, like say Mushoku Tensei Season 2 or something like basically any new thing, Vinland Saga Season 2, Arcane, whatever, he'll put a video out that is just saying how terrible it is and how cringe it is, and it's a very generic criticism that could apply to anything, and I think it's like an intentional form of comedy. I find it really funny, because like no matter what it is, he will have a nice way of describing how terrible it is without specifically like pointing out anything in it. I like it. It's really funny. I like that channel. I wonder if there's a market to be made for the opposite, where it's like all your video is like describing really cool things about a character, but you don't have to be accurate at all. You just have to say like, oh, they had really good character development, or like you have to point out like weird, like obscure things like that. Or not obscure, sorry, very opposite of obscure, like really mainstream things. And I wonder if people will really like it because they're like, oh my god, I like this character. This person is saying they really like the character too, and then it'll like target that demographic of people in the same way the hate videos would, you know? That'd be interesting.
I mean, Alexander just did spend like 2 minutes
No,
describing
no.
the shit behind every one of Jace's decisions. You know, he kicked out Heimerdinger. You might
That's
think that's
true,
a
yeah,
bad
yeah.
thing, but he was also worried about Jace, and Heimerdinger just couldn't think about things from a human perspective. Shut up!
Yeah,
I
but
hate
this
him.
video is too
Also,
specific, you
Ciclet-
know? Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
this video sucks. Ciclet, we're not watching Alexander to be nice. We're supposed to be making fun of him, but Elite RE won't do it with me. So frankly, that's what's happening. See, Ciclet and Alexander
Yeah.
must be enemies, right?
He said,
'Cause Griffith
can't
did nothing
believe...
wrong except for-
Yeah. Oh, actually, I don't think I've seen that Alexander video. Yeah, hey Ari, can't believe you'd stab me in the back like this and watching Alexander. I love Young Defiant. True, so do I. Young Defiant isn't nuanced enough in his trolls. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, is he trolling? Like I think sometimes I'm like, I'm on the edge of my seat. Like, I don't know. Maybe he does actually hate these things.
He's doing it for attention if it's the channel I remember, but I remember the way he speaks and stuff. I don't think he's trolling. I think it's just like he gets annoyed by like people saying something's good, and it's just sort of like the overcorrection thing that everybody feels when somebody says something's really good that they don't think is as good, just taken to the extreme.
It results in good content for us, so I'm happy with it. Ah, good, sorry.
Speaking of bad content, click
progress
play.
being stifled, and had been doing so, and he heeded Heimerdinger's advice, until a certain point. But once it started getting in the way of his brother's potential life-saving recovery, there was no way he'd abide by it any longer.
His brother.
Wow.
There are two aspects to these decisions that are the root of why Jace is so substantial, human, and well-realized. Firstly, consistent and loyal to his character, the things that caused Jace to do these things were not the thirst for greater...
Do you still think Mushoku Tensei is generic? Like, compared to Arcane? Because, okay, you think Arcane is generic, right? Surely.
Well, yeah, a little bit. Sometimes, I don't know, you know, first 2 episodes, you know, plot's pretty predictable, you know, I don't know, something like that.
Like the
But
storyline
Jinx
here of
is
Jace
crazy.
outsing the mentor guy that's like being too careful.
Everything
or
with
whatever.
Jace is generic if you want to streamline it.
Okay.
Or consolidate it, or...
Interesting.
You know what I mean.
I just wonder, because like to me, it's like, this is obviously generic, but Mushoku Tensei is in no way generic. And it's interesting that you found both that were generic, and I wonder if like watching Arcane has shifted your perspective.
What was I complaining about old Mushoku Tensei at the beginning, you know? Because those are family hanging out episodes, those are pretty sick. What was after that again? Going to Eris and training, that was pretty sick. And then we get teleported to the Demon Continent. That was
True.
pretty sick.
True.
Then we fight through a desert city with like skyscrapers. Bro, what the fuck's up with that?
True.
Paul's only supposed to have 2 kids, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Mushoku Tensei is the best.
All right, true. All right, that's all I wanted to hear. Let's keep going.
Power or dominion over the city, or an insatiable ego. Now, of course, some of these led to actions and behaviors from Jace that were terrible, and I'm not
I
forgiving
think it's
any
all
of them.
character stuff, I guess.
What, the generic stuff?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I guess it's plot stuff. I was gonna say generally, like this fucking Jace Moran's the most generic character. I've seen this a million times before. Vi, I've seen this character a million times before. But then Uwu Jinx showed up, and I guess you've seen it before, but it's done very well, and it's so cute, and I just love it. And even Silco, we've seen it before, but there was a little bit of nuance there that was kind of interesting.
True.
And Caitlyn was hot, and V was okay, and she wanted to fuck Caitlyn.
Wait, do we ever get evidence that Vi liked Caitlyn back? Because we know we have evidence that
when they
Caitlyn
nearly
liked Vi.
kissed, and she called her a cupcake, and
No, that was just her trying to use her to...
that was just her being descriptive of reality, right, Alita?
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Okay, I read that already. He's a bad troll. He calls himself #1 YouTuber and orders people to donate. I don't know, some people say that.
I do both those things.
Yeah, true, and Kyle's not a troll. It's like obvious trolling, Kyle, says Heath. And then Ciclet proudly proclaims, I am a much better troll. My God.
Ciclet's not a troll.
Yeah. Oh, then a new message just came through. I don't know if it's been updated yet. Been trolling men's fashion advice in my spare time, says Ciclet. Right.
I feel like I've seen Destiny read that one before and it was funny.
All right.
But my
Can we
point
get
is that
through
what
this fucking video?
Yeah, we're getting there.
How
We're
many
almost
speeds
halfway.
are we on?
makes it so sad is that there was
1.5?
never
Bump
bad
it up.
intent, and there was always logic. Every decision he made was rational, and you can see why he did it if you put yourself in his place. What causes Jace to do this is his heart. He was deliberating on many decisions, and Victor's death sentence is what made him feel the need to take action. And with every choice, there was always going to be negative consequences, and he was tasked with the unfavorable duty of picking the least bad one. Jace strays, but there is clear rationale for every decision, and that is what makes that trajectory so sobering. But the second thing that helps Jace's character succeed so thoroughly for me is his constant tendency to not forget himself despite all of this. Throughout, he feels himself drifting, and he consistently corrects himself and returns to the person he believes himself to be. He never forgets those who cared for him in the first place, those who supported him, such as Victor and Caitlyn, and even if it may seem like it, he never—
Have you ever made a video on a character? Like, talking about, like, one particular character before? I guess Aaron, maybe?
Totality.
Yeah.
Did I? The rumbling video is not really about that.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
The Jägermaster plan is like a speculative thing about that. No, but remember when I really wanted to? This might be pre-Elite RE days, and I sent all my shit to like Miller or something, where I was going to make a video about every character to ever exist. That would have been sick, bro.
I do remember that, yeah.
I made one about how Mikasa was only interesting because she wanted to be like Levi but couldn't or something. That was 4 minutes, though. That probably wasn't all-encompassing.
Oh, that's probably the closest, now that I think about it, yeah. You
I
probably
made a
talk
bunch.
about... Do you talk about Eleanor in... You talk about Eleanor, I think, in the Black Sails one. It's not like the whole video, though.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There's also
interesting.
the There Are No Badass Women in Black Lagoon is kind of that for the three girls.
I guess because what I'm thinking of is when I'm watching this video about Jace, I am not really a fan of this video because I don't think it's selling me on Jace being interesting at all. Because the thing is, I don't think there is much
situation.
Like, I don't think, I think the thing is that if Jace, if there's like a really complicated character or something, or it's like there's a lot going on with them and it's not just as straightforward as Jace, I think a video like this would be interesting because you could tease out things that I'd never thought of before. But I feel like everything he's said so far is like, oh yeah, I've never really explicitly thought about it, but that's like obviously like what Jace is, right? Like I kind of get it. So yeah.
Yeah, like when it's mysterious, there's like things that tie together, and also like I don't know, like if you bring up Krastorf, like he'll tie every character's fucking little development, tiny things into the theme of the arc and then the theme of the series, and he'll wrap it all back in and be like, oh, everything is the same. It's some fucking crazy shit you've never seen. You never thought about a series as much as he's thought about something in your life, Leary.
Yeah, true.
And you're just like,
true.
whoa.
I can't wait to watch one of those videos.
Arcs are like dicks and Luffy has a dick, and that's fucking crazy, bro. Luffy's dick stretches and stuff, canonically.
All right.
Yeah.
So you
and
like
I
those
don't know,
videos,
with a character, it's because it's not even really character stuff. It is like theme stuff, and like, man, he was put in this situation where he had to make this choice, and he explains both sides of the choices and why he went with a choice and how that could make him seem bad to some other character. And it's just like, yeah, bro. Remember when Heimerdinger made a sad face after he got kicked out? That like communicated all that to me. I didn't need this essay.
Yeah. I guess the reason I bring this up is that I have a video on Norn Greyrat. That is an entire video just about Norn. And it is kind of similar to this, where it's like, Norn is, you haven't seen much yet, I guess, but Norn, when you ask people, who's your favorite Mushoku Tensei character, no, like, not many people are going to say Norn. Just like I imagine, I mean, there probably would be a lot of people who say Jace, but I feel like the predominant opinion on the internet or whatever is that, you know, Jace is kind of boring or whatever. So I'm just trying to think of, like, why do I like my video that I made on Norn, but I don't like this one? And I don't know, maybe I just say things that I find more interesting, but I don't know. Subjectivity, it is what it is, Kyle.
I just made the funniest Elite RE joke ever, and you half talked over it because I was talking over you first, so I guess I forgive you for that. But it was really funny.
I'm unrelenting in these streams.
Born into the depths of despair. That's how RE does narration. Everybody knows it. Everybody is recognizing it as I just did it then. It was really funny.
You're probably right.
You know how you do that?
Yeah, I do know how, because I was just writing a script and I had to think of how to open the video, and it was kind of like that. God. Anyway.
I bet that Arcane video opens like that. Peering into a young girl's mind, we recall a and then fucking that more video where it's like, opening in a
Hey, that was an essay from 10 years ago, right? I haven't changed.
Yeah, you haven't changed, Leroy.
Yeah.
How do I open videos? Probably with something funny, hey? Let me scroll over here.
I actually don't know. It's different every time.
Scrolling up.
You'll say a
2023 was
statement
the
that
year
everyone
of-
can agree with or something. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
No, that's all I wanted to say. Like,
Oh,
I
really?
didn't actually
Okay.
read the script because it is a little bit I was doing.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the bit yet. When's it coming out? Have you recorded all of it yet?
Oh, Leroy, I had this genius idea about when it's going to come out. I'm going to do a section a day. So I did the introduction, then I've got to do the list methodology. So that'll be tomorrow. And then I got to do 10, 9, 8. And if I do one a day, it'll be out before I leave.
That's perfect. What if you get busy and you can't meet a day? Shouldn't you do like 2 a day just to be safe?
Well, I only got to work 5 hours for 5 days this week, Leroy. Don't follow me.
What if you roll your ankle and then you're injured?
Well, then I'll have all the time in the world to
okay, I
type
guess
away at
that's-
my
yeah.
computer.
All right, fair enough.
And then I might not be going to New Zealand and I could just stay home for 3. And then I'd have infinite time to do everything. Now,
True.
that would certainly be crazy.
But what about the long-term progression of your career? That would be falling behind, and you don't want that, Kyle.
Yeah. But
Anyway.
instead, I would blow up huge on YouTube and it'll be like, oh my God, now what am
That
I
is
meant
true.
to do with
You know,
my
Mushoku
life?
Tensei could propel you, Kyle. There's not many strong voices out there in the Mushoku Tensei community. You could be a
I don't think Mushoku Tensei
conduit.
videos. What's he talking about right now?
Anyway, all right. So, Ciclet says,
Oh, there is a part about Mushoku Tensei in that intro I just
"Oh,
recorded.
good. I love Mushoku Tensei." But Ciclet says, "Cause I'm done with Berserk. It's boring as f." And then Miller says, "I like Jace. Oh my god, I like Jace because there are reasons behind his decisions." That's interesting.
That
I
is
thought
what
I didn't think Miller
Alexander
liked Jace.
He's making fun of Alexander, Leader. He's saying that's what he said.
I don't know. I think Miller doesn't troll
Oh,
like that.
Leader, he's doing a bit where he was saying it plain as if he was. I'm caught up now.
All right, well done. Someone said I looked like a trans man on a year of HRT to Ciclet. Oh my god, how did that make you feel, Ciclet? And then Ciclet said I used to like Alexander's videos on Hunter x Hunter when I was 14. Ciclet's so young, isn't he?
God, he's fucking annoying. This little
And then Miller the
fucking
Killer.
idiot little kid.
Jesus. Craftsdorf next is what Miller the Killer says. Anyway, back
Forgets
to
the
the video.
core of why he began this journey. He is constantly agonizing over these decisions and makes cautious ones when he believes they're right, even in the face of criticism, because he tries
I'm paying attention.
to maintain his identity.
We're almost halfway, Kyle. All right, we're just
As I
past
mentioned,
halfway.
because of this,
Kill
there is true
yourself.
self-awareness in his decisions. But the worst part is, he can't feel the end results immediately. Jace makes
God, I
choices
remember
that
when
he
he
feels
soy hugged his mom. God, disgusting.
That didn't bother me at all. I had no issue with it.
about in service of what he sees as the overall goals,
my
saving
skin
Victor's life, benefiting society, progressing things. But a lot of those decisions seem disloyal to the person he is and the sentiment of his end goal. And he very much knows this, leading to immense internal anguish. He did this in service of a big overall endeavor that he sees as good. But these decisions don't give him immediate gratification whilst making him feel awful. Ousting Heimerdinger doesn't automatically progress society and save Victor. Weaponizing Hextech doesn't automatically lead to a prosperous city. He cannot feel the tangible end result of his actions even though he feels like it was the right thing to do, and that maddens him. He needs validation, proof that what he did was right, but he finds none, and begins spiraling and feeling like he's lost control. This psychological fracture is a big reason, apart from the obvious, that he begins working himself to the bone doing such intense hammerwork in the middle of all this chaos during episode 7. Given that his father was a pioneer in the trade, hammerwork makes him feel in touch with his familial roots to ground and center him, as he takes some time to hide from the pressure. And also, this act of creating these tools leads to an immediate end result.
Holy
Here he can make-
shit, Leader, you go back one. I'm gonna do a racism. All right,
Well,
Chris,
no.
wait. Get ready to pause it.
Given that his father was
Get
a
ready to
pioneer
pause
in the
it.
trade, hammerwork makes him feel in touch with his familial roots to ground and center him, as he takes some time to hide
It's
from the
literally
pressure.
Guts and Casca. Look.
Oh my god, it is actually. When they're forward, except
Isn't
this
there
is
another? Oh, and the Adonis thing. Oh my god, Alita, I'm going crazy. That's an interesting video you could make.
No, wait,
Arcane
no,
is
no, no.
berserk! Exclamation mark! Question mark! And we've got shitty politics that aren't actually interesting, just like the
I don't
Golden
know about
Age.
this. Okay. I thought the parallel you were making is when the what's
Because
what's
she's
his
black
sword?
and he's white, Alita.
No, I
you
thought
fucking
this is like
moron.
when he's forging the sword. That's not even him. That's the old guy, or whatever.
Guts doesn't forge shit, you idiot. That's
Yeah.
Godo.
What's the sword called? Like Demon Slayer or something? What's it?
The
Dragon Slayer?
You stupid
Jesus.
bitch. I think it's Dragon Slayer, right? God, I'm so
Isn't that really
berserked
cool,
out.
Kyle? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little soy, but it's pretty cool too, you know. It was
All
much
right.
too big to be called a sword, Alita.
Yeah, that
Just
was
like
really
your
cool.
Penis. You ever heard that joke before?
Yeah, that's really funny, Kyle. Yeah. All right.
Flash Berserk probably think so.
So, Ciclet says, oh, we read that already. Ciclet says,
Rick
I had
probably
mixed
thinks so.
feelings. That's fair. Miller the Killer said, Mel is as boring as Jace.
But she's hot, you
Uh,
fucking idiot.
And she has mixed feelings with her family, you
She
know?
kind of has a little fight with her mum that's kind of
Yeah,
cute.
I
That's
like
kind of
that.
interesting. Too bad the
Yeah.
mum says, I just loved you too much. That's why I got rid of you after she's been in the show for 3 seconds. So that
There's
was
something
nice.
about, let me get a freeze. There's something
That's
about
his
Mel's
Japanese.
design.
Chapsticklet.
I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what the word is to describe it. Like, it's a really positive word, you know? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. It's not like, no, it's
No,
not
I
like
don't
she's
know what
hot
you're
or
saying.
something. Like, that's not the word. I'm looking for something where it's like,
She's pretty. She's
maybe
aesthetic.
it is pretty.
She's
Aesthetic,
comely.
maybe, yeah.
She's
like, this is a really, really attractive character design. In like a, I don't know how to say it other than that, you know? Like, it's so much better than any other design in Arcane. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Kings has like skinny girl abs that are
But
too
it's not.
muscly.
It's not
and
even.
side-
No, it's not even like the hotness or anything. It's the I don't know what it is. It's like the little gold things,
Symmetricality.
the like the eyeshadow, the color contrast. Maybe it's just like the contrast of like the
togetherness.
lighting and like the shiny gold things and the like I don't know what
You
it
are
is.
wrong, Ari. Just say hot and sexy. She
It's not.
hugs you from
That's not what
behind,
it
Ari.
is. I promise you, that's not what it is. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh yeah, the guts and casket thing is the hug from behind. Yeah, that's that thing too.
Oh yeah, true. When I remember that scene in the Golden Age.
And they have sex right afterwards. No, that was before that, huh?
Yeah, and then we had the best
Wait, is
use
the
of
hug
Guts'
scene?
theme.
Oh, shut up. No, Guts' theme doesn't exist. You're a whore.
Mhm.
The well, I was gonna say the Guts one is after the sex or before the sex scene, but it's kind of like part in the middle.
Mhm.
Because he was like raping her right before that.
Oh,
was
that's
sick of
terrible.
it. Yeah.
All right, Kra read that already. I had mixed feelings. Mel is as boring as Jace. Guts is Japanese. He's definitely not Japanese, right?
I think he kind of is supposed to be.
But there's no Japan.
Like he kind of looks like an anime boy. Shut up. Midland is England and Guts is not from Midland. But he kind of looks like he could be a Japanese white guy. But all these Japanese characters, look whites. Remember Krastorf had a video about that?
It's funny. No, I didn't know that.
I don't fucking know.
All right, Mel is as boring as Jace. Guts is Japanese. She hugs him from behind, Ari. True, that's a very obvious parallel. Yeah.
Ari likes e-girls, though.
Just hot and sexy is what Secret says. You are wrong, Ari, and Ari likes e-girls, though. Okay. I'm glad we got all that out of the way. Anyway.
She doesn't look like an e-girl.
I don't think I've ever in my life
That's not
seen
what
a Mel cosplay, ever. I don't think I've seen any character besides Jinx.
Elite Ari. Oh my god, Elite Ari thinks black cosplayers don't exist. Wants white girls to cosplay black characters. My goodness.
I think anyone should be able to cosplay any character because characters
No,
are subjective.
Elite Ari, don't say that. You just encourage blackface.
All right. That's terrible. I don't like blackface. That's a bad thing.
Midland is continental Europe, so there's no deserting bordering because there's no desert bordering England. It's not supposed to be a 1-to-1 Ciclet, you stupid idiot. Also, is Kushan? Yeah, I guess it is bordering in Midland, huh?
Isn't Kushan India?
Yeah, but like Egypt's kind of close to Europe. There's like an ocean there, though.
True.
Turkey, they're kind of brown. They're attached to England. The Greeks are a little brown. The Italians can be a little brown. They don't look like the Kushans, though. What were you saying, Elite Irene?
It's not important. Secret says, "How is England in the Midlands?" That's a question for you.
It's just a white place with castles, Elite Irene. Fucking Ciclet. That's England. The rest of Europe doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's definitely England.
Fucking
Berserk is definitely like
Kill Ciclet.
Yeah.
How about that one?
Like Farnese is like a princess or something, right?
Farnese is my favorite French girl.
England is the island of Roger or whatever his name is from. Roderick. See, I'm a bigger fan than Ciclet. I remember Roderick.
I thought Roderick was supposed to be like Norwegian, but I guess he's got black hair, right? And they're supposed to be blonde. Finland Saga characters don't have black hair. Elite, are you more? But they do have ships.
What about
but they're
Snake?
different to Viking ships. Why would I say that? Why am I so stupid? Of course he's white. But
All right, we're a little over halfway. Let's keep going.
He's Australian.
All right, let's keep going.
Effort he puts in and the decisions he makes. And this calms him in a way, makes him feel more control by showing him that the
My
actions
name's Elite Ari, and I'm here to say I hate you and you are gay. Oh my god, Elite Ari, you homophobic
Where did that
too.
come from?
I've been saying that to myself for years, Elite Ari, unironically. I just go around humming that. Sometimes I would change the name, but Elite Ari just sounds so good. The other one is, my name's Elite Ari, and I'm here to say, down with the KKK. But that one's like good, and that would make you nice.
Is this a reference to something, or did you just come up with this?
I have no idea. It's just an earworm I've had for 20
my
years,
God.
Elite Ari. And
Alright,
I'll just be
well.
brushing my teeth, and I'm here to say. Well, all rappers used to open that up in like the 80s when they were being goofy and for kids. They would always say, like, their name is, and I'm here to say. The rest of it is sort of made up. I'm sure it's like in a meme video or something I saw like 20 years ago. See, Elite doesn't understand rap chat, so I got to explain it to him.
I don't know anything about music, is what I always say.
No,
yeah, that was a reference
is
to what
what
you
he
just
says,
said.
you're right.
Anyway, Roger, I feel like that was the funniest joke I've ever made, even though it wasn't funny, but it was like a really clever thing.
Wait, what was the joke?
Because you were saying like, oh, I'm Elite Ari and I'm here to say or whatever, and then I said something, and then I said, oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying actually or something, and it was like a reference to the thing. I don't know. We'll have to rewind, and someone will be like, wow, that was really funny.
That South Park episode. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Roderick is from the island with the big navy.
Yeah, that's got to be Norway, bro.
All right.
Deuces can lead to genuine end results, but that's not enough to satiate his need to take action.
I guess that could be England, right? Because remember that Napoleon movie I watched? England had all the ships, and Napoleon was very jealous.
I've seen Black Sails. Spain has all the
but
ships.
after that, they destroy Spain. England wins that war, leader, and then Spain don't got no ships anymore.
How do they beat the
the
Man of War? Like the really crazy ships?
I don't know. They just got a bunch of money and stuff.
I guess that's true.
Maybe Portugal did it. You know, they're right there, and they don't like Spain, especially back in the olden days. So maybe they distracted Spain, and then they knifed him in the back.
Perhaps.
Feels an impulsive desire to stop Silco as a natural way to do that. So after some goading, he goes with Vi to disrupt the Shimmer stores. But while Vi knows what doing this means and simply views stopping Silco as worth the collateral damage, Jace simply didn't realize the potential pain he could cause by infiltrating and destroying these facilities. Illustrated and personified very succinctly through his attitude after killing Rennie's son. This cannot be his original path. This cannot be—
He knows that character's name, leader. He's a genius.
Awesome. Yeah. God.
Be what he was yearning for to become all this time. That is clear. And so Jace comes to a crossroads. Do I continue along this path and forego my old self, or do I regress, double back, and stop here, remaining true to who I am? Honestly, I felt at this point that the story had been providing us with enough evidence for him to go either way, but personally, I was delighted by what he did. Sobered, eyes open.
Do you think he'll insert the reaction where he was reacting to this scene? That'd be awesome.
He was delighted.
God.
Opened. Having just robbed an innocent young boy of his life, Jace decides that enough is enough. He had been losing control, trying to progress things forward and combat Silco, trying to establish Hextech and save Victor, and none of those things were wrong at all. But if this is what they led to, then he wants no part of it. He takes a stand here, and this is the most authoritative we see him, not influenced by other factors or people, and making this choice purely because he views it as the right thing to do.
You didn't have a choice. He knew what he was signing up for.
We're done here.
And this is essentially what sealed things for me and confirms Jace as my favorite character in Season 1. He's far from perfect. He struggles and agonizes. He grieves and has the pressure of the whole world on his shoulders. And it has all the makings of him going dark, becoming corrupted, as I said. And yet, just as he has been doing all this time, he remembers himself before fully losing himself, and he comes back to who he was, to who—
Isn't that kind of cool, Kyle? I like that.
Remember when I predicted that was either going to happen or the other thing was going to happen in the first video?
You did make a lot of predictions where you're like, yeah, one of these things is going to happen.
He's going to be real mad when Jace is just like the evil dude when his girlfriend dies in the first second of the next episode, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Who Jace Tallis is. Of course, even ignoring the widespread ramifications
We're
his
going to get a
actions
retraction video, Elite. I hate Jace now.
It's easy views. You could do a second one, like Jace Tallis, the brilliance of Jace's downfall or something.
The innocent in the Undercity, what he did is unforgivable.
No
he killed
longer
a boy.
brilliant.
And there is no taking that back. But what can he do?
Come on, Elite, that was pretty good.
Situation to prevent further pain and put a stop to this. From this point, he does what he can to change things after witnessing the terror of that trajectory. He experienced Hextech versus Shimmer. He witnessed the plight of those in the Undercity. He realized the tragedy that would result from war. And instead of
what a man. Elite, I've been needing to piss for so long, and I'm just like, oh, I'll just wait till the video's done.
Yeah, we're almost done.
But it just never ends.
It is a very long video. God.
Plunging forward, he decides that enough is enough. This is not his path. Just like Victor, he became too fixated on things removed from why he decided to do this in the first place, too reckless and impulsive. Just like Victor, he lost himself. But the key is, after being forced to confront what their paths were leading to, the two of them both found themselves again.
That's kind of cool. I like that, Kyle. I never realized that.
Or maybe they never lost themselves completely to begin with.
True.
We lost ourselves.
Okay.
Oh, he undermines the cleverness of his point when he says the show just told me.
I forgot.
And we just forgot because we're fucking idiots.
Yeah. Oh,
All
right.
I've seen other videos that do that
funny.
too, where it's like, oh, that's even like you ever have the reverse experience where you have an idea for something and you're like, man, Eren really is about this thing, and then you go back and in chapter 12 they say Eren is about this thing. And you're like, oh, I fucking knew it. I'm a genius.
Yep.
Oh,
God.
that is great.
Right.
And then you do frame it in the video like this, where you say it first and then show the evidence afterwards. Now, it's pretty cool when it's like a manga panel and they sort of have to read it on the screen to realize that you were right. When the fucking moron just says it. He could have even started the clip like 3 seconds earlier and then it would have been a little bit better. But no, he just said immediately. So that was pretty funny.
And impulsive. Just like Victor, he lost himself.
Hold on, Ciclet, he's educating us.
All right, let me read it out.
He's telling us to put on a song. Let's ignore that one.
Yeah.
Britain drove their ships perpendicular to the French and the Spanish ships so the enemy cannons didn't face them. Then they blew them to smithereen. Although England didn't have a super crazy navy in the 16th century. That's when Black Sails is leader. Or I guess that's 17th century, right? Because
I think it's
like
18th.
1 century afterwards. Or is it the other thing? Oh yeah, Black Sails is in 1705 or some shit, huh? I was thinking 16 something. So
All right, well, thank you for educating us, Ciclet.
All right, read that again while I piss, Leroy. I can't hold on.
All right, so
no, just play the video. Play the video. Play the video.
No, it's important stuff. We can't play the video. Britain drove their ships perpendicular to the French and Spanish ships, so the enemy cannons didn't face them. Then they blew them to smithereens. Although England didn't have a superior crazy navy in the 16th century. Super crazy. Okay. Have you ever browsed men's fashion advice? Ciclet, I've never, ever browsed men's fashion advice. Reddit.com/r/men's fashion advice. Okay, wait a minute. Men's fashion advice. I spelled that completely wrong. Nope. You know why? I've never browsed this because I don't care about fashion, all right? I have a nice Apple Watch. That's my one bit of fashion, all right? Otherwise, I'm sure you've noticed if you go back in the streams, I have the same exact shirt in like 5 different colors, and I literally wear that every stream, except I have one that it has like a pattern from the, it has all the reaction channels because I bought it from the normies. So yeah, that's the extent of my fashion. Anyway, Ironwood, what a character. Now Ciclet is sending some videos. An animation about the Battle of Trafalgar. Why is there no sound? You want me to read this?
The
This is like a visual text form?
Battle of Trafalgar. All
right.
Bro, this is crazy.
The
I love
key is,
history.
after being forced to confront what their
don't
paths
love
were
this
leading to, the two of them both found themselves
Is that like
again.
Trafalgar lore, Leader? That's a One Piece character?
No, it's Trafalgar.
Trafalgar D lore? Crazy.
Oh my god, that's what Miller just sent. That's crazy. Trafalgar D water lore.
We lost ourselves. Lost our dream.
He does have water in the middle of his name.
We failed
That's a
to do
mystery.
good.
Leader wouldn't understand it.
We have to make it right.
More open-minded, experienced, and wise than he has ever been in his life, though not completely dry around the ears, he meets with his Undercity counterpart in Silco to broker
How
for
has he not
peace.
made a key joke where they're like saying like a keyhole shape? So the key to the thing that maybe he's saving that for the end.
Okay.
Something he saw as blasphemous a mere episode earlier. And though he tries to play it cool and calm, his desperation to try his best to right his wrongs is made obvious through his sheer fixation on agreeing to this deal between sides. Silco sees right through him in this regard, but what he wasn't ready for was Jace's unrelenting empathy and desire to see both sides benefited. Born out of a good heart at his core, yes, but stimulated by him witnessing the sheer horrors of a mere preview of what a full-blown conflict would look like.
I am afraid. Today I got a glimpse of what war between us might look like. Your people wouldn't stand a chance. The council couldn't care less. I'm trying to save you from annihilation.
Along with Victor, Jace returns to the council, with greater experience and perspective and with his mind the clearest it's ever been. He knows none of them could ever even begin to understand
Bro,
the
Jinx
Undersider.
would fuck him up. The Underground would win easy.
That's like saying some nuclear weapon analogy. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
And
That's
so how
like
could
saying Goku could beat Superman, bro? You're crazy for that, for real.
No, it's like saying Godzilla could beat Goku or something like that, right? That'd be similar. Because Godzilla is like this crazy monster from the Undercity, and it's like unstoppable. And
Didn't
it's
Godzilla
like,
get blown up by some trains one time?
yeah, so it would be silly to say that he would beat Goku, right? Because Goku is the Piltover.
You don't know he got blown up by trains.
Yeah.
any of them govern them?
We're
And
almost
he
done,
says
Kyle.
this. No posturing, no playing, no
No, we're
fronts.
not.
At this point, screw Hextech, screw the war, and screw politics.
How cool is that design of that council member? Did you just see that there? How it like
Is
the
it the
clock is
idiot with
ticking?
the fucking
And he
face?
says this.
No,
No
the clicking.
posturing,
Oh, no,
no
it's
playing, no
girl with
fronts.
the
At this
clock.
point, screw Hextech, screw the war.
Look at that. Look how cool
and
that
screw
is. Would
politics.
you wear something like that?
Kind of annoying. Nah, it pisses me off.
What Jace and his brother want here is to simply do what is right, and in doing so, he and Victor give up a huge part of their life's work. While Hextech technology is out in the world and cannot be stopped, the Hex core represents a huge leap forward in technology.
Oh my god, it's like nuclear weapons.
A huge leap for their life goals, and more than anything, it was a path towards saving Victor, and they agree to destroy it. I could talk, and have talked for ages, about how admirable it was of Victor to propose this, but for Jace, destroying this meant destroying a huge portion of his life's meaning at this point. Now, of course, like I mentioned, Hex gates are out there, and the core was not the be-all and end-all, but you get my meaning. And of course, the pain of giving up Victor paled in comparison to that. At the beginning of the series, losing his research resulted in Jace trying to kill himself, with nothing else to his life, no extra dimensions. But now there is so much more for him to live for. The people he loves, a vision of a harmonious future, preventing war. So he spurns a huge portion of his life's work, Victor's potential recovery, and what could have been fuel for exponential progress in the way—
Oh my god. I think the term for Mel would be angelic. Like she's like an angel. I think that's the word I was looking for. No, because she's like glowing, like with the golden stuff. Oh my god, I think I got it. All right.
Heimerdinger feared to do the right thing.
I'm impressed.
Jace's journey throughout Season 1 is a false corruption arc, one that ebbs and flows and lands Jace right back home, internally conflicted and emotionally captivating the whole way through. At this point, there is no doubt in my mind that Jace contains the best attributes to be a great leader to spearhead Piltover into this new era of progress and peace. Uncaring about politics, heartfelt as always, broadened in perspective and supported by two brilliant people in Mel, who forsakes the family she loves in service of her heart, and Victor, who forsakes his own life in service of his heart, both of them believing that this is right. And they convince the council, a remarkable feat. But then,
Shout out Miller.
disaster strikes. It was
Saying,
too
shut up,
good to be
Anakin
true.
Skywalker. You just made fun of you earlier. How you gonna take that?
Oh, do you understand what that's referencing, Kyle?
Yeah, because he's grains of sand in a sea.
No, in episode 1. Have you seen The Phantom Menace, the first episode 1?
Oh, yeah, he says an angel.
Yeah, you're an
No, I haven't
angel.
seen it.
No, he's like, are you an angel? Oh, a what?
Wait,
An
does he say
angel.
that to Padme?
Yeah,
Oh my
he
God, I
does,
know that
yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was saying that to like some forced ghost that was like appearing before him.
No, he literally is his compliment.
Isn't Padme like 15 in that first one?
Yeah, I think Natalie Portman is like 18 or so. Like she's even older. And then like
Right.
Anakin is like 10 or something.
For real.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. All right.
And Heimerdinger's warning about the dangers of Hextech in the wrong hands comes back to bite them in a very literal way. The Hextech gemstone eventually finding its way to a Jinx with no qualms about raining hell upon them is exactly—
Did he just imply that the gemstone from Vi's thing is... Oh no, I think... No, don't worry.
Wait, we are close to being done.
Yeah, well, let's keep going.
way.
Right.
The Hextech gemstone eventually finding its way to a Jinx with no qualms about raining hell upon them is exactly the type of thing that Heimerdinger warned them about. What will happen here?
I don't think that's what he was... When I think of like what is Heimerdinger warning against, I thought he was warning against like nuclear weapons or something. Where it's like due to your own the crazy potential of this weaponry, it's going to destroy everyone. Not like the bad people are going to get it, but maybe he meant that. I don't know. That's kind of just what I took from it. Anyway.
Who will die at the hands of Jinx's shot? Mel? Regardless, whatever
Damn, she's glowing. That was really
ensues
cool.
here in Season
Bro,
2
he
will have
predicted what I
gigantic
predicted for real.
implications, and may force Jace to take things in another direction. And to smile to Mel before the
Oh my god. No.
impact is arguably the most
Oh yes, I listen to it all the time.
haunting shot in the story for me. He had finally done it.
Oh my god. Oh no. This is also my favorite shot. Wait, what does he say about it? Oh no.
It was
Whatever
the most
ensues here in Season
haunting
2
shot, not his favorite.
Oh, okay. Wait.
will have gigantic implications, and may force Jace to take things in another direction. And his smile to Mel before the impact is arguably the most haunting shot in the
okay.
story for me. He had finally done it. Cut through the
This is my favorite shot. It makes me like cry. I'm like, oh my god.
bullshit, done what he felt was right, made a decision that he fully believed in. But despite how much painstaking effort it took for Jace to reach a point to make that smile, it was destined to fade from his face the instant it appeared. Many thanks for watching.
That's my favorite outro of all time, Alito.
Does he not have a Patreon? Oh, he does at the bottom.
Many.
Okay.
Shut up, idiot.
I would like plug
Many
it.
thanks for watching. Oh my god, we can watch the reaction.
Wait, where is it? Oh, reaction and discussion.
On the screen.
Hello.
No, we're not going to watch the reaction. I want to see. Oh, this is only episode 1. I don't care about episode 1. That was the not interesting one.
Oh, we're gonna start it all over again. This is great.
All right, let's go again. All right. Okay, so Kyle, have you ever
Are we
browsed?
watching funny Twitch clips or crafts?
No, we're gonna read the chat. Have you ever browsed men's fashion advice? That's for you.
No.
All right. Secret says I'm on it.
Does it for me.
True. And then Miller says on the One Piece thing, shut up Skywalker. I watched half of Phantom Menace. Why is it so bad? It's not bad, Ciclet. It's actually good. Padme is a pedo, probably by definition, I guess, in that movie. I don't know. Finn Belay says hi, welcome. And Miller the Killer says, remember that MHA Black Lives Matter video you wanted Kyle to explain to you. True, I do remember that. There is zero chance of remembering where it is, but yeah. Yeah, I do remember. Did you ever watch that? I guess you did watch that stream. You've seen it.
I do vaguely remember it.
Yeah. I don't know, it was a bit over the top, I didn't understand it. All right.
I'm just so smart. I'd rather explain Twitch law.
All right. All right. I guess that's that.
Yo ho ho yo
ho. We have
yeah,
something
that
from
song
Ciclet here.
I mean, Alito, not Ciclet. Shut up, Ciclet.
Sing it again.
That song. It's pretty cool. No, it's just a One Piece song that you don't understand. You know that one, right?
Yeah, it's my favorite One Piece song.
Just type in yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho ho. I bet it'll come up.
Miller's very impressed.
The thumbnails don't have spoilers.
He said, very good, Kyle. Angelic. And no, he's using the word. Oh my god, no. That's not true. Only Mel is angelic. All right.
Is there any video we can watch but the DBZ one? I don't think there is, because you don't watch anime.
I mean, I've seen some anime.
Oh my god, it's the 4th most popular video on his channel. What the fuck?
Yeah, people love Dragon Ball Z.
They do, but it's also a recent one. You wouldn't think that. Then there's all of these.
Ciclet said Ari has less and less patience for me every stream. Ciclet, I opened the video and I saw it and I was like, this could be interesting. And then I remember the last time you sent it and the video got blocked because it was some random some broadcast thing. Yeah, I was like, I'm not watching this again. Good. Anyway, what are we watching? I don't know anything about this. Yeah, half an hour Dragon Ball. Oh my god, damn. Has he got a? Oh my god, My Hero Academia.
His 5-part series shitting on Fairy Tail, and then his 6-part series shitting on him shitting on Fairy Tail.
Oh my god, look at this! 6 years ago, pacing and plotting in adapting Hunter x Hunter. 6 minutes. Was he really good 6 years ago?
Probably.
JoJo's What Makes a Fight for Me. You love fights, Kyle, right?
No, I hate him. I'm pretty sure I have seen that video.
Shonen Tisn't for me. No, it looks like One Piece or something.
That is a One Piece character, Larry. God, you're so smart.
I could tell because the cross at the top, the cross.
That's Edamon, I think. Oh, okay.
Anime is unrealistic.
I've seen that video. It's just like making fun of people for. Wait, scroll up. The one next to that is another good one, but it's an old one that's just a really stupid, easy point that me and you already understand.
Yeah, we're really smart. So much One Piece. Greed is good. I have seen this. Is this the Giga criticism video? Or did someone just link this and I didn't watch it? I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Maybe.
No. Why are you recommending me this channel? It says nothing. Stuff I've never seen.
The Monster Hunter one is great. But let's just watch the Dragon Ball one. I don't even remember if it's that good. Let's just watch him talk about Frieza. Oh no, it'll be Vegeta first.
Oh my god, he's talking.
They don't.
Alright.
Oh no, he does them all. He's gonna start with Pilaf. Is sick.
Oh boy.
You know, I don't think Dragon Ball's villains get
It's so quiet.
much of a fair shake. Well,
Yeah,
not a lot
always
of the series
does.
does, thanks to the later half of the story taking up so much of the discourse, with the first half being considered a supplemental far too often despite laying the foundations of the whole story to come. But hey, we gotta start somewhere.
True.
Why not with those who mark the shift of Dragon Ball across its whole so directly? After all, it's the villains who are used to dictate the tone and conflict, and with Dragon Ball being an...
That's probably true, right? The conflict is definitely defined by the villains. What about the tone? I would say the tone probably is, right? Type of
I think
villain.
he's just saying that about Dragon Ball.
Oh, okay, let's listen again. Wait.
Taking up so much of the discourse, with the first half being considered a supplemental far too often despite laying the foundations of the whole story to come. But hey, we gotta start somewhere, so why not with those who mark the shift of Dragon Ball across its whole so directly? After all, it's the villains who are used to dictate the tone and conflict, and with Dragon Ball being an
You
action story
do.
that started...
I went to pause it like I could. You do define Dragon Ball arcs by the villains, though. So you know, it's pretty
Definitely,
smart.
yeah.
You know, pretty smart.
With
We got
comedic
Pilaf
theme.
arc. We got Piccolo arc. We got a Tien arc. No, that's the Budokai Tenkaichi 23.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm off by a number.
That's the
Anyway,
video
press
game.
play.
Oops, wait.
Tone and conflict are just as compelling a reason as any. So, to start off, the Pilaf gang doesn't stick around for long, leaving the story rather quickly after being reduced to groveling to higher powers. But
Who
for
the
stretch of
fuck
story
did he
that
get
takes
to
action
edit
and
this video for him, by the way? Why are we jumping in and out with pages and shit? Is fucking Numanji editing this shit or something? Check the description, Alina.
I didn't even notice. I don't know.
It's Numanji's there in the second line.
I don't know
Does
who
it
that
say
is.
edited?
Yeah, edited by Nomanji.
He has cool Dragon Ball videos we could watch.
Too
He's
late,
just
we've
like
already
small
started.
craft talk.
1.5k
Vegeta's
subs.
greatest loser.
This is
Yeah,
a very
Yank on
small
that.
channel. How have you heard
but
of
he
this
makes
channel?
better videos. Because he's in the Weeb Club, you idiot.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Well.
Have you watched my top 10 videos of 2021?
Yep.
Then you've heard me say his name before, you loser. You should have remembered.
Alright, I guess I'll have to rewatch.
they are a perfect fit for that comedic tone. Made up for through technology and trickery is quite unique relative to the rest of the antagonists of the series, who rely on raw power. And in line with the comedy, what's funny to me is how, in some ways, they're better people than the protagonists. Bulma, Oolong, and Yamcha are practically at each other's throats depending on...
I know what this clip is referencing. Kyle showed me this clip before.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize it until you told me.
Yep.
Numanji crazy for that one, for real, for real.
Yep.
Forced into coming along, Yamcha only joined them on the way to Pilaf out of the desire for the Dragon Balls that he'd stolen.
Kraustoff
Bulma
and
is a-
Digibro had a little bit of drama back in the day, alright?
Jesus Christ, but Kraustoff's like a tiny channel.
Well, if you go to Digibro, well, it's probably the video probably doesn't even exist anymore. If you go to Digibro ranks anime YouTube, he talks about Kraustoff for a little bit, and he says, "I don't know why Kraustoff hates me. I think his videos are pretty good." And then in the comments, Kraustoff leaves like a whole 5,000 word essay about, "I don't know why
Jeez.
Digibro continues to misrepresent my feelings about him, but I do
Oh
not
my
hate
God.
him." And then there's a whole thing about how he misrepresents him all the time.
That's amazing. Let's see.
I don't
what's-
even
what's this
remember what the
channel
actual
here?
drama was about, but that's crazy for real, for real.
Oh, so this guy... Has he not been posting videos or something? Wait, when's the... No, he's done a bunch of videos.
Well, he
Why
did
is-
a
why is
bunch
his
of them
subs not
very
gone up at
recently.
all?
Because he's an old ass channel, Elite RE.
But they
Your
make
channel
popular...
just dies at some point, you idiot.
That's definitely not true.
It is.
No, you just gotta keep making videos, Kyle.
No,
There
he
you
did
go.
take I think that the Dragon Ball video is the only video he made last year, so he might be on to something there.
Kyle, there's a video from 1 month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 3 months ago, and 1 year ago.
Those ones came out like a week together.
All right.
Like these 3 One Piece videos
I
all
guess that
came
makes
out
sense. Yeah. Interesting.
stupid idiot.
Because I was trying to see how many subs would he have had when he was beefing with Digibro? Because in 2020,
Or like 20k or something.
yeah, it looks like he had. Because I was thinking, if he has 20k now, he probably had 500 subs or something back then. Oh my god! But I guess not. Anyway, we got some comments here. We got Miller saying Kraustoff. He says very good, Kyle. Angelic, and then Patience, and then Miller says he can watch the drum video after season 2 of that shit show. What is the drum video?
Drum Island is an arc in One Piece, Elite RE. Can you catch the fuck up?
But why would he call One Piece a shit show?
Because One Piece's live action is shit.
Oh, the live action one. Okay, yeah. He
God,
took
I gotta
multiple
reverse
year
engineer
breaks.
explain everything to this idiot.
Why
My
didn't you tell me
goodness.
that he went on multi-year breaks like Miller just told me? I thought you'd know that, Kyle. That's
No,
okay.
I only been following for like 3 years. You know,
And then-
Miller's the one that told me about him. You know, he's like, watch
I guess that
Craft.
makes sense. Yeah.
You know,
Le Cubing Fruit said, "Yo, welcome, Le Cubing Fruit."
Manipulative little shit.
Cubing
but while
Fruit
they
hates Craftswall. I know it for a fact.
Oh my god.
barely get along, in contrast to the heroes and more extreme examples and later antagonists like Frieza and Vegeta, who kill minions because they feel like it, none of the Pilaf gang is expendable. While Pilaf is certainly their leader,
Doesn't
he
Pilaf
doesn't
try to kill
particularly
him like every time?
I don't remember. I don't even.
Oh,
seen
he
all of
does this in
Dragon
the
Ball.
anime, but not the manga. Oh, what was your response, Larry?
No, I haven't seen it. I've seen parts
Kill
of
you.
Dragon Ball. Yeah.
his position or take out his frustrations on his allies despite having the authority to do so. But Pilaf is still evil, aiming for world domination and prepared to execute the main characters when his attempt.
Why is that evil? Why is world domination evil? Wouldn't it just depend on how you enact
World
it?
domination, and he has a whole thing about how he's gonna dominate him and stuff. A little Pilaf, he's a little mad about some things, right? He's definitely evil.
Right.
Fails, as the happiness of others is not something he allows for. On the other hand,
Oh, the
Goku's way
Pilaf
of life
saga
isn't
is
one
the
that
best in Dragon Ball. It's so funny, and it's the only one I rewatched in my rewatch fully. So that means it's the best.
It's because you don't remember Dragon Ball GT. That was really funny. Or like Super. Super's a comedy,
Last
basically.
time on GT, remember when you shared that and that was supposed to be funny at some point?
Yeah, that was great. On GT. And then you like read the comment, you thought it was about how long he said GT for. That was really funny.
impedes on any, while Bulma and Yamcha seek their happiness through love, which inherently needs another. Though they are flawed, Goku sees Bulma and Yamcha as nice people, and they're able to save him from himself after he indirectly saved them. As the story begins its shift from comedy to action, the Red Ribbon Army arc still contains plenty of humor, but also utilizes an antagonist group that is no
See how
longer needed as
fast
an
he moved on? That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Ribbon Army being a blight on the people of the world through their brutal mercenary action. But despite their power, their grasp on
Oh,
the
that was
world,
a dog.
and the weirdos in their ranks, what I couldn't help but note about their failings is that regardless of the power they had and the ambition of the leader that drove them, what plagues their ranks as they continue to underestimate Goku time and time again is their inclination towards appearances and recurring biases. Most of the other officers look down on Goku and his allies at one point or another. General Blue has an amusing flippant perspective after coming to know Goku's power. His biases going in the opposite direction as he comes to fear all of his allies, even the yet to be unleashed turtle. When the Dragon Raider comes to light, he assumes its inventor must be Roshi, since he's an old man. The truth of Bulma being its inventor far from his mind as she's both a woman and a teenager. But Goku doesn't operate like that, having no preconceptions. When Aurelia introduces him to Dr. Senbei, the smartest person she knows, Goku thought she was pointing at Midori. Yet there's no doubt or condescension as he asks her for help. Aurelia implied she was the doctor he was looking for, so he takes it at face value because he has no reason to believe
Was it Elite Ari? I vaguely remember. Because my Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball knowledge is very patchy because some parts I've seen like 3 times. Like when he fights the snow dude. I don't know how much Red Ribbon stuff you've seen, Elite Ari. A lot or a little?
A lot.
None, he's gonna say. Okay. Well, when he's fighting the snow, the dude in the snow and the tower and stuff, I've seen that one like 3 times because that one's fucking sick. When he goes into Dr. Slump World, I don't even remember how this is set up. Did you know that this was Dr. Slump World?
Yeah, but I haven't seen any of these episodes at all. Like I have no recollection of Arale at all, except for what she is in Dragon Ball Super. That's the first time I saw her.
Yeah, I vaguely remember any of this. Was just my point, I think. Him thinking that the smart one is the girl is kind of fucking cute, and I like that a lot.
Isn't that a bit sexist though?
Yeah, it is, but it's the opposite way, and it's funny because it's that's like the point of young Goku characters. You know, he just doesn't understand social conventions, and then through his funny misunderstandings, it points out a funny thematic thing about how we exist in society today and how we are sexist the other way. It's genius.
It's true. Miller the Killer.
Just like Luffy.
I'm the only person in the world who for the first time watched through all of Dragon Ball and Z in order.
That's because he watched it after he discovered the internet. He doesn't have a childhood and he's a loser. But anyway.
That's true. I mean, wait, when you watched Dragon Ball, was it on TV or did you watch it online?
I think I used to watch my older cousins play the video games and they would talk about Freezer, and that was funny because I thought it was a little Freezer. I told that joke before. It's not a joke, it's a story. And then I got the DVDs through the DVD shop, and I just got Dragon Ball Z.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Wait,
one.
DVDs?
They did have, yeah. Why is he laughing?
Because back when I was a child, there were no DVDs. It was only VCR. You had these.
No, we were past VCR at this point. This is like 2011. Yeah, and so, I don't know. They did have all of the Dragon Ball DVDs. Actually, annoyingly, they were always missing like 1 or 2. So you'd be like, "Oh, this is fucking shit."
All right, I guess you
But yeah,
kind
the
of.
Dragon Ball ones were there. I just didn't know, I guess. I don't know why I picked up DBZ for the first time. I used to just go there and get like a bunch of wrestling ones. You get 10 for $10 for a week, Elitari. So, you know, eventually you get 3 wrestling ones, you get 3 movies, and you get 3 anime ones.
What was your income at
I
the
don't
time?
know. My mother was paying for it, obviously, you fucking idiot. I was 10.
All right.
But yeah, and you always had to get one, like, stupid younger brother wanted some stupid kiddie movie. You have to add that to it. My goodness. You're getting your 3 wrestling ones. You try not to choose the one with the tits on the front because then your mum might be like, not that one. But sometimes you get around it because your mum likes wrestling, so that's cool. I have no idea why I picked up DBZ for the first time, Elitari. I'm trying to remember what I was getting before DBZ because we watched the whole fucking thing. It probably took a year and a bit. But my goodness, we were watching everything.
It probably just looked
and then
cool.
I do remember, huh?
It probably
What?
just looked cool.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But it is in the back section with the anime. So I was thinking, was I getting Pokemon DVDs? But I feel like they didn't have Pokemon. Oh, they definitely had Yu-Gi-Oh! And it was right there next to it, Elitari. That's how it happened. And I probably saw it and I was like, oh, that's like the thing that they used to play the video game of. And they used, all I remembered was the cool character select screen where it was like a circle and they would go down and come down in like a semicircle. Wrestling games had that too, where the character select screen was cool because there were so many. I was like, man, I just remember Krillin. He had 6 dots on his head and he was small like a little kid like me. I was like, man, Krillin's so cool. I bet he's so strong and stuff. And then he wasn't.
And he was.
Yeah, he was. I'm not DBZA pilled at all. The hold on, I was getting to a great. Oh my goodness, Elitari! I stopped after the Cell Saga and then watched all of Dragon Ball.
Why would you do that?
Because they didn't have.
You were like, wow, I guess that's the end of the story right there. Everyone won.
No, I think by then I had figured out that Dragon Ball existed. Because, you know, they have the Raditz thing and they're kind of referring to Piccolo and Goku having a former conflict. And you're like, what's that about? But maybe it's just like something you're not supposed to see. You know, it's like some prequel bait. But no, there was actually a series before it. That's crazy. And so I think I'd known about it and I'm like, oh, after the Cell Saga, that's a good start to stop at and go back and watch all the other ones. And then I remember we watched most of Dragon Ball. But they were also missing season 4 and 6 of Dragon Ball Z. And so I actually had to buy those DVDs with my birthday money. So that was pissing me off for real. And then I went to go back and I was so excited when we get to go back and it's post time skip and they're at high school. I'm loving Videl and Gohan's budding relationship. And then the fighting started.
And then it was the greatest arc in all of Dragon Ball because the Buu Saga is
yes.
All right.
But also the same and stuff is better, you know.
I watched Dragon Ball on TV. So I had no choice what I watched. I watched what was shown to me. There we go.
See, I feel like Dragon Ball was never on TV. Dragon Ball Z Kai was like 2 years later. That's how my mum watched it, and then she knows about Dragon Ball Z.
That's crazy.
And I remember we lied to her about Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z Kai being different things. And I was trying to keep this lie up so bad because otherwise she'd be like, oh, you don't need to watch it on TV. And then like one time we were at EB Games and the dude behind the counter like mentioned that they were actually the same thing. And I like quickly shut him up and was like, oh, no, they're not. And then we walked away. Just like dumb 11-year-old me trying to keep secrets. Like the fact that I was on YouTube too, that was a big secret. Nobody was allowed to know that. If they came in the room while I was watching, I'd slam the laptop shut and they definitely thought I was watching porn or something.
Why are you ashamed of YouTube?
And then I would never tell anybody what I wanted to do for a living. And then I would never tell anybody that I record in the car. And I never got over any of this, Elitari.
What is
I never
the
told
shame
anybody
you have of your family, Kyle? What
I have no idea where it comes from. But it's about everything and everyone.
Oh my God.
Not just the family. You can't hurt me so you can know these things.
Right, that's true. Wow, right.
What an anecdote. Oh, and then we had to admit it because Dragon Ball Z Kai ended after the Cell Saga, and I wanted to show her what happened after that.
Did they ever
I remember
finish
her
it?
being
I think
very
they did,
confused
right?
that I even lied. I think they did, but they didn't dub it until like 2015 or some shit, and
we're
past it at that point. You know, we've already watched the orange bricks on the big TV in the living room. Just watching Super Gohan versus Super Buu or whatever their names were.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Gohan sucks. What an anecdote. A story like that's never been told before and will never be told before. Yes, Fidel. We love that.
Okay, so during Goku versus Blue, do you remember General Blue? I remember him.
Is he the gay one? I think so.
He's the one that freezes you with his beautiful blue eyes. They just fly really far away and land on Arale's island. So yep, I missed those
See,
episodes.
I thought he got sucked into something, but that's a different episode where he's trying to help Nan's family or something. And he gets sucked into one of those vase things that's like an ancient Chinese myth because the same thing is in Naruto.
Wait, the Muffaba?
No. It's a separate thing to that. There's just like these warlords that have taken over a poor people's village and they're like killing a person every day because if they read their name or something, they
Wait,
go
you're talking
into
about with his little friend who Krillin thought was a girl or whatever?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Anyway, Cichlids complaining you can't send Reddit links. That's true. Isn't the YouTube chat the worst? And then Miller says it's like the Star Wars machete order. True. Do you know what that is, Kyle?
No.
It's like when you decide you go like, oh, I'm gonna watch episodes 4 and 5, and then you get the reveal that Luke is Vader's Luke's father or whatever, and then you watch the prequels,
and then you watch
6.
1, 2, 3, and
yeah,
that's incredible. That's
kind of
great.
cool.
That's sick. I love that.
And then Miller the Killer said, "That's Upa Ari." Oh, that's the name of the character. Okay, yeah. I remember now. Okay, thanks,
Krillin
Miller.
thought it was a girl.
I'm glad I have your.
Remember that
your
DBZ
knowledge.
joke or DBZA
I do
joke
remember that
referencing
one. Yeah,
that?
yeah.
That was crazy. I love that.
Imagine thinking you have to pay for water. Cichlids, not Cichlids, Miller who said that. Oh my god.
Why did he say that?
He's making some commentary on society or something. I don't know. That's crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway, how long?
Also,
This video is gonna take like 2 hours to watch. All right, let's keep going.
I called you Cichlid again.
Jesus.
Why? I never talked to Cichlid.
Oh yeah. In secret, you're talking to him. What percentage your battery on?
Probably like 7.
All right, we'll keep you on until you're done.
18. We got forever.
All right.
Those from experience without preconception, while the Red Ribbon Army is couched in preconceived belief, to the point that Red, despite being a ruthless and respected leader, can't accept his own height, culminating when his inane wish to be taller, so fitting to the prior arc's silly antics, is instead quashed as Staff Officer Black murders him and takes control, before the organization is brought down by a
Bro,
kid who
his
is even shorter
name
than
is
Commander
Officer
Red.
Black too.
Goku never let constantly being looked down upon and underestimated for what he looked like get to him. The boy confident in his own strength even after having lost to the likes of Jackie Chun or Tao Pai Pai. Speaking of Tao Pai Pai, for such a notable early antagonist,
Don't call him Tao Pai Pai.
Yeah, isn't his
like
name
we're
like
Japanese.
Mercenary Tao or something?
Yeah. He's
Why is
speaking Japanese to us right now, or manga language, because he might be.
Is he gonna
referencing a
say
manga.
Kuririn instead of Krillin? Oh my god, that's gonna be so cool.
might have skipped over him before, but though he battles Goku in the Red Ribbon Army arc, it's in the following material, through Ten Shinhan and the Crane School he's connected to, that we really get into what Tao Pai Pai offers to the story on an even more significant scale. As a more serious character even in the scope of his arc, it feels natural to me that he specifically would be expanded on in the following one as the story gets more serious in general. After getting absolutely wrecked, Goku followed up his defeat with a desire to improve himself, training with Korin for 3 days and nights to get to a level where he could properly challenge Tao Pai Pai. Tao, however, upon getting a taste of his own medicine and facing a stronger foe, only thought of victory at any cost, pulling out the weapons that would lead to his own defeat. Though he faced a foe whom he could potentially grow from if he was fighting to better himself, he only fought for money, his power merely being a means to that end, leading to a defeat without desire to grow. Being related to the master of the Crane School, it should be no surprise that his ideology resides there as well. Ten Shinhan too wants to be a great assassin like Tao, and the Crane School is one that only values power. A helpful comment on a certain
I do wonder how much just media you watch as a kid becomes part of who you are, you know? Because like this, I remember this fight vividly. I remember watching it when I was younger between Goku and Mercenary Tao, and just the emotions I felt back then, you know? And I'm like, did that impact the trajectory of my life, Kyle? Like, did I see that and it like shape the way I see all conflict and like, and like my desires and dreams and goals and how like life is precious because Goku could have died there, but he didn't. And like, it makes you consider things before you would have otherwise. And I don't know. Oh my god. Maybe early media consumption.
You'll never win in life. I learned that by watching Ash Ketchum lose all the time and getting sad about it. And then, yeah.
Yeah, and I never watched Pokemon, so I never
Exactly
had
the
that.
same.
Yeah, that's crazy.
certain Battle Shonen podcast I'm on even helped me further realize how this differs from the Turtle School's practice. Kuririn baffles Chiaotzu with math problems.
He did say it.
Oh my god, he did do it. I didn't remember if
That's
he did or not.
awesome. Oh my god. I don't,
Boku no Hero
oh
Academia.
boy. I know there's a point to it. Like, actually, I don't even get the Krillin one because Krillin is like literally, like that's a way to say it in English, right?
I think it's a principle thing.
Is it
'cause
like
he
a virtue
definitely has-
signal?
No, he's definitely he's definitely made videos about how people where the trope in video essays where people like say Japanese names wrong, like they'll talk about like the author is and they'll be like, I can't say his name, he joke. You've seen that joke a million times.
Of course.
He talks about how that is racist and people who make that are not just making bad videos, but they're bad people. We pub used to do this all the time with specific things. They used to try and somehow make you making a bad point about media, you a bad person.
How did that
or
make you
make
feel,
me bad
Kyle?
video. Funny. I thought it was great. And at the time, I was probably super early Destiny Lefty arc stuff. I was like, yeah, it's probably true, bro. You can't be doing racist shit like that.
All right.
But now I'm in edgy Destiny stage, so I think being racist is funny.
All right, cool. Okay. Miller the Killer, Nam, thought he had to pay for water with the prize money. Then Roku just told him it's free. Oh wow,
I do
that's so
remember this
sad.
vaguely.
Then Secret says the Limmy video is better. It's true, he's linked to a Limmy video. And then Miller the Killer says it probably works better for whatever the pun of Krillin is.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, God, I've listened to the Kanzenshu podcast, and I think they talked about this at one point. It's the same thing about how, like, I think they call him, well, in English, they call him Beerus, right? But for the longest time, the Kanzenshu podcast was calling him Beers, because, like, the pun was, like, something to do with beer or something.
Originally calling him that.
Yeah. And there was, like, a whole thing about that, and eventually they, like, decided to change it to Beerus, like, the unofficial, the fan translation or whatever, and I was like, man, this is really interesting. But... yeah, I don't know. I don't like Kuririn, alright? Even if it makes sense with the pun, it's like, I don't even know. You're in an impossible situation there, right? Like, if the pun doesn't translate, it doesn't translate. And Kuririn is not an English word. Like, there's no d sound in English. So it's like, you're not... it's like you're just using a Japanese word, which I don't know if... I don't know. Maybe it is...
That's not good when we're trying to dub this for them dumb fucking American kids to like it, Alito.
Well, I don't care about the dub. I'm just saying, like, when you're actually pronouncing it in a video. It's like, what's like another example? Like, if you were to say Eren Yeager.
No Hero Academia.
Well, I guess I was trying to think of, like, what's a name in another language where they say something else. And maybe Eren, where it's like, how do you say Eren in, like, I don't even know, like, Ere? Like, are you meant to say Ere, or would you say Eren? Because, like, that's, like, the English way of saying it. I don't know. But then there's no pun for Eren, so...
German morons say Jaeger a little different, too.
Yeah, and it's like, should we be saying it their way, or should we say it the English way, or is it like, because it's not a pun, it's not important, which I guess that kind of makes sense.
Krasov definitely thinks you should say it the way the author intended it in his Japanese language. He's
Well,
very big on...
I feel like, all right, let's see if he pronounces everything correctly. I'm gonna be a bit critical here. Let's go.
Problems.
He does say Son Goku and Son Gohan, I think.
Okay.
Chaozu tries to flip the problems back on Kuririn. He answers them with no problem, even though, in their battle, he's not obligated to. With Kuririn following the rules he himself set up, however dumb and goofy they are, Chaozu too has to follow them, but he can't. Roshi made a point of ensuring his pupils weren't...
Is it Roshi or is it Roshi? I don't know. I actually don't know what it is. Let's have a look. Wait. Master Roshi. Would they have the katakana? Oh, it's not even here. I can't even read that. It's so small. I wouldn't even be Roshi, would it? Oh no, Muten Roshi. Roshi. That kind of sounds like what he said, right? Roshi. Do you think that's what he said? Wait, let's hear it again.
He answers them with no problem, even though, in their battle, he's not obligated.
So, Roshi. That's what he should be saying.
With Kuririn following the rules he himself set up, however dumb and goofy they are, Chaozu too has to follow them, but he can't. Roshi made a point of ensuring...
Roshi? Roshi. I guess that's close enough, right? Do you think?
I don't know. Roshi. I was just looking at Miller because Miller's talking about people trying to say Arabasta instead of Alabaster, which is Alabaster is an English word. It's a one place, Alito. But if you're a Japanese, you might say Arabasta, like a little
Arabasta.
Japanese. That might be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you believe? Yeah, let's see. Bills. Oh yeah, Bills. Yeah, Bills. True. What else? Hi. Oh, we got another Among Us is here. Hi, Among Us. Why doesn't she just pronounce the n? True, good point. Wait, she? Who's she? Realistically, Cullen's name... Wait, is there a Cullen in Dragon Ball that I'm not remembering? Oh, Code Geass. Okay, yeah, realistically, Cullen's name should be Karen in English, right? From Code Geass. Oh my god, it reminds me of JoJo's. What's Joseph's girlfriend's name? Not Joseph, sorry. Oh my god, what's the first guy's name? Jojo 1, whatever the hell his name is. The basic guy. Joseph, not Joseph. Joseph's his son. Kyle, what's the first Jojo's name?
Joseph G.
How can I not remember his name? Oh my god, Kyle, I have to look it up.
Josephine.
First Jojo male. Oh, Jonathan. Okay, yeah, Jonathan's girl. Oh yeah, here it is. Arena.
Edit?
Edina. Whatever it is. And I'm like, is it meant to be like Alina? Is it meant to be like is it like basically how are they meant to translate it, you know, in the subs? I don't know. Problem for later. Is saying
I hate Japan. And
is
the
saying
Japanese people.
Bloomer. Is he saying Bloomer and Ten Shinhan? Who's Bloomer?
Bulma, I'm assuming.
Oh. Mikasa in Eren. Why say Ere? Alright.
His pupils weren't just made stronger through repeated effort, but literature and education in the basics. His martial arts not being for the sake of power itself, but a way of life through being goodly and working to better oneself. As a result, Kudorin beat Chaozu through more than power, which was all the Crane School knew, leading to Tenshinhan meeting his match much like his idol Tao Pai Pai did once before, and against the same person, no less. Goku is able to show Tenshinhan that his path to power, one that is only for defeating others, won't always let him surpass those he wants to defeat. Like Tao supported himself with weapons, the Crane teacher supports Tenshinhan with Chaozu's psychic powers. But he did not accept this. Tenshinhan, meeting someone strong in the form of Goku, comes to desire what Tao couldn't in bettering himself through the stronger foe.
He is
Crane
saying
teacher being
Goku,
rejected,
huh?
Yeah, just shorthand, you know.
so their battle can continue properly. Goku might have lost the battle by a hair, but with Tenshinhan and Chaozu coming to deny the teachings of the Crane School, he won the war. The feud coming to an end a short while later. Having grown on his new path, Tenshinhan faces Tao Pai Pai in the next Tenkaichi Budokai, his former idol. Despite having a new cyborg body, he hadn't changed a bit. Meeting Tenshinhan's greater strength by discarding the rules of the tournament, aiming to kill him. But Tenshinhan had improved himself far beyond the assassin, shrugging off everything he had to throw at him. His new path had led to him becoming a stronger fighter and a better person, not killing the assassin, but begging his former teacher to never cross his path again as he cast them off for good. The Crane getting a favor that they would never recognize for what it was.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
But though Tenshinhan growing beyond his former mentors was a journey started from his battle with Goku, it was in between the two tournaments when the story really took hold of that idea. Demon King Piccolo is the past mistakes and regrets of Earth's Kami given form. Putting his life and livelihood above all others, he aims to conquer Earth. But that rule and gradual extermination is one that won't last in his old age. So through the Dragon Balls, he maintains a grip on his youth, even in the present despite being a ghost of the past. Though it is a little ironic that despite holding on to the past, Piccolo evokes less of Dragon Ball's past as much as he marks a shift towards the future. His cruelty as a ruler more evocative of the likes of Vegeta or Frieza than anyone before him. The way the Pilaf gang is discarded too just feels like the end of an era. The gag antagonist is gone for the rest of the original manga's run. And yet, the past isn't completely shaken off either, as Piccolo sort of fits neatly in between Pilaf, Red, and Frieza. Ultimately, his spawn are tools to his reign, but at their deaths he seems to genuinely feel something for their defeats. It's not feelings for them, per se, but they are his hands reaching out to grasp the world he aims to conquer. His reactions don't match up to them being completely expendable pawns. He knows their
See,
strength
that
and
was
respects
cool
it.
descriptive writing, unlike that hack we were just watching, Elite Ari.
Was it? What did he say? Did I miss
They are
it?
his hands to reach out and touch the world. He just said that.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right.
And he views them as extensions of himself, their deaths being met with shock and anger.
You
that
see
is
what I
no
mean
good.
about it? It sounds like everything is just one sentence, though. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I criticized him for this in my digest one time.
No,
They're
you
subverted.
didn't. I invented that.
And of course, those challenging his rule are those who accept the torch passing rather than see the next generation as a means to an end. Before,
Bro, we
the
gotta watch
legendary
the
Mutaito
Piccolo
sealed
thing again. It's fucking sick. Remember when he
Wait,
like
the Mafu-
lets the criminals out and kills a country every year?
Who? What? Say that again?
King Piccolo. He lets all the
Oh,
prisoners out of
no, I haven't
jail,
seen the King
and
Piccolo arc.
he's gonna blow up a country every year on Piccolo Day. And that's how he's going to destroy the Earth, but he wants to reign beforehand, so that's why it's going to take so long. Also, he's so young, so he can do that.
That's cool. That's pretty evil, but it's cool.
That
I was
self-sacrificial
thinking,
technique
man,
one
that
Roshi
sucks.
uses to take on Piccolo, and after his failure, it's
When I
Tenshinhan
was
who
a
aims
kid.
to learn it.
Wait a minute. Wait.
To accept the torch passing rather than see the next generation as a means to an end. Before, the legendary Mutaito sealed him away with the Mafuba. That self-sacrificial technique one Roshi uses to take on Piccolo.
Never mind.
And after his failure, it's Tenshinhan who aims to learn it. But this self-sacrificial technique is one that previously only paused Piccolo's reign of terror until the present day. Those of the present who attempt the same type of self-sacrifice can't even accomplish that much. These kinds of techniques are commonly ineffective throughout Dragon Ball. As a series that argues for martial arts as a means of self-improvement, self-sacrifice would reasonably be antithetical, and as such is often ineffective. Roshi giving up his life is done for the sake of sealing one foe, pushing that problem into the future.
Bro, even when
and it's
Goku does it, it's ineffective, bro. That's thematic stuff. You never thought about that. Krastov's a genius.
We gotta re-listen to it because I didn't even hear what he said.
That argues for martial arts as a means of self-improvement, self-sacrifice would reasonably be antithetical, and as such is often ineffective. Roshi giving up his life is done for the sake of sealing one foe.
He is saying
pushing that
often,
problem-
so maybe there's one example where it does. Vegeta doesn't kill Majin Buu. I can't think
True.
of one.
claims to learn it. But this self-sacrificial technique is one that previously only paused Piccolo's reign of terror until the present day. Those of the present who attempt the same type of self-sacrifice can't even accomplish that much. These kinds of techniques are commonly ineffective throughout Dragon Ball. As a series that argues for martial arts as a means of self-improvement, self-sacrifice would reasonably be antithetical, and as such is often ineffective. Roshi giving up his life is done for the sake of sealing one foe, pushing that problem into the future, and he took this burden on his own. But what surpasses Roshi sacrificing his life for a chance of success is Goku putting his life on the line to live rather than to die. The Super Holy Water could have killed him, certainly. So could Tao Pai Pai and Demon King Piccolo. It's a slight difference with Roshi, but a major one. In fighting foes who could take his life, Goku is always putting his life on the line. The Zenkai Saiyan Boost, a method to improve his power that hinges on how close he gets to death. Risk and sacrifice are not the same. Taking on the Super Holy Water was another battle, and one Goku grew stronger from, able to surpass Roshi and Tenshinhan who had turned away from the battle.
Bro, you don't even know about the Super Holy Water? You don't know
I
shit.
remember the Holy Water. Was that in the Piccolo arc?
Yeah.
Oh no, maybe I'm thinking of it from... No, it happens in GT, but that's a different Holy Water. But I do remember the Holy Water. He like went up to the lookout to get it, right?
Oh, that's the... Oh, does he? Maybe. But he just goes through a bunch of trippy shit where he sees like, he meets young Roshi and stuff, and he's with Yamcha and a little bit or something.
Oh my god. Alright.
I only vaguely remember it.
Jonathan,
But he
are you
does meet
doing...
young Master Roshi. And he
That's
doesn't realize
crazy.
it until the end.
What does he
when he
look
wants
like?
a nudie magazine. You see him in... you see young Piccolo, young Roshi a bunch in the Piccolo arc, you idiot.
Oh, one day I'll see it, I guess. Are you doing a screen share thing with Kyle or something? True, I am. Roshi dies? True, he does. Then the Muffaba fails when Goku does it in Super. Yeah, it does, true.
Oh my god.
But I don't even remember. I just remember he forgot the seal or something, and I was like, god damn it. Holy Water is in the Red Ribbon. Super Holy Water is in the King Piccolo. Alright, so I have seen it, because it's in the Red Ribbon. I've seen the Red Ribbon stuff. Alright.
Super Holy Water, that's the coolest one. Everything in Dragon
Yeah.
Ball also super means better, you know. Super Dragon Ball Super, Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Super Namekian. Remember that joke from DBZ Abridged? I love DBZ Abridged. I love it. I can quote it, and I know
do
everything
too.
about it.
Have you seen Elon Musk's Cybertruck fail? Says Ciclet. How could it fail?
Yes,
no, I haven't. Wait, how
let's
did it
move
fail?
on.
There's no way.
Strength and ability to grow by
I don't
giving
know, I
their
haven't
lives
seen
in
it.
hopes of stemming
I think he's making it up. He's trying to spread
the threat
propaganda.
that was Piccolo for longer rather than quashing it out once and for all.
Remember the coolest scene of all time where it's where it's all of King Piccolo's minions back like 400 years ago, and Master Roshi and the crane dude are there with the old dude that actually beats up Piccolo, and they're all like, and it's like everything's flames around them, and they're in their martial arts studio and they're holding off the demon army.
Nope.
Oh, it's the coolest thing I ever saw in my life.
Never
Literally
seen
doesn't
it.
even know what I'm talking about. I want to find
Isn't
the
it
image.
such
It's all red
a...
and stuff.
Kyle, it's such a great feeling. There's so much Dragon Ball I could go and watch for the first time. And I'd be like, I'd be shocked. I'd be
Dragon
like,
Ball
wow.
sucks. Shut up.
True, Dragon Ball GT. Now that's something I would rewatch, even though I rewatched it like 5 years ago. I want to rewatch it again. I love Dragon Ball GT.
I want to rewatch it too.
Perfect. We'll do that instead of Black Lagoon.
While the Demon King was beaten through Goku's power, in his
Oh.
last moments he gave up on maintaining himself as an eternal king, matching
Ew.
Roshi and passing on his will to a further generation.
He
Piccolo
spits
Jr.
out
twists that idea of
Piccolo.
taking after one's predecessor to an extreme. At the spry age of 3 years old, he enters the tournament for no other reason than to fulfill his father's vengeance
Wait, Piccolo's 3?
Yeah, he's 3. Shut up. You know the DBZ.
Jesus.
against those warriors he'd never even met before. Even though the Demon King was gone, in following the Demon King, he was still beholden to the past rather than having a purpose for himself and his own future. Junior's wrath was not
Elite,
his
I
own.
found young Roshi and Goku hanging out.
Well, you better
Google
send
images.
it in the chat.
I'm sending it to you. No, I just send it in your personal DMs.
Wow.
Oh my god, I got 7% battery left.
Perfect. There's no way that's Roshi. Jesus.
Yeah, he's got
let me
sick
put this on
glasses like
screen.
the actual Roshi.
There you go, guys. Apparently, that's
Miller,
Master
my
Roshi.
laptop's going flat. You gotta find a screenshot of the sick flashback where it's all red and stuff. I just put in King Piccolo flashback. King Piccolo flashback versus Roshi. Probably won't come up.
And Ciclid
Oh,
has
it's
sent
just
the
him
Cybertruck
versing
fail.
Roshi in real time.
Oh,
Ciclid's
this is
an idiot.
this is the fail from like 2 years ago or something. Yeah, I've seen that. Oh my god. Why'd I get a notification?
Bro, Yajiro would be so cool.
Oh no, Bacon is messaging us. Okay, let's keep going. All right.
The demon spawned proclaiming his villainy as he fought in the
We don't like
tournament.
bacon either.
Yeah, Bacon gave up on Vinland Saga. Did you notice that? We haven't recorded a discussion in like 3 months. My god, can you believe it?
True.
And
Probably
here he
more.
is saying a new chapter's coming out.
Oh my
soon.
god, this is kind of it, but it's not red at all. It's all blue, Elite Ari. I'm such a liar, and my memories are fake. I bet there's a one later that's red or something.
All right.
Until he
I'm
faced
sending
the
it
object of his
through.
vengeance. And Goku, up against the progeny of the demon
Oh, that's pretty cool. See, One
There should
Piece
be
doesn't have
flames
things like this.
Yeah, it
Look at
does.
this. Like the cool angles and stuff, and it's like far away, and there's lighting around it, and the people are close up, and they're all dirty and
Oh, you're
stuff.
talking about the anime.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Anyway, I don't remember this at all, so yeah. Miller the Killer says, change Black Lagoon to Dragon Ball. True, there's only, what, like 200 more episodes of Dragon Ball than Black Lagoon. That's a good point. Kyle, can you elaborate on what you want me to do for your video mid-cards?
Oh, that video's never getting made, Sickler. Don't worry about it. Unless it does, and then I'll message you.
Alright. Are you guys friends on Discord?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my god.
Because I was just scrolling on my friends because they had you up, and I was like, I guess I'm not friends with Sicklet. Sicklet doesn't want to be my friend. What can I say?
That breaks my
Also,
heart.
I got 2% battery left, Elite RE.
Alright, we're going. Was there anything else you want to talk about before your battery dies?
No, I want to watch the rest of this video.
No, I'm stopping when you leave. It's getting late, Kyle.
Oh.
God.
Many, including his best friend.
You gotta finish the video by yourself. You'll be through it in a jiffy.
It's true.
Actually care. While Piccolo may have borne the sin and will
I'm
of
not
his father,
watching the stream anymore.
It's not even on stuff I've seen yet. He hasn't even got the Dragon Ball Z. Oh my god.
Well, seconds away, Elite RE. Seconds away.
Seconds away? Alright, well.
But I'm leaving now, Elite RE. I gotta.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're leaving. Leave. You should say something to the chat. They're gonna miss you, Kyle.
Bye, chat.
Say something about Arcane.
I love Arcane. I love Dragon Ball more, though. Remember King Piccolo? He's way cooler than Arcane.
Tell them
Best
when
after
they'll
the
see you
series.
next. When's the next secondary ENT video coming out?
I don't know. I gotta get up in 6 hours, Elite RE. Can you believe that?
Jesus. I can believe that. Tell them when you're reading One Piece next.
I don't know, probably soon. I gotta download songs. I gotta watch Black Lagoon. I gotta watch the Romanoffs. I gotta watch Saltburn. I gotta write a video. I gotta edit a video. I gotta audio edit a video. I just got everything
react
to do.
to Attack on Titan.
That's not happening. I hate Attack on Titan. And with that, I'm leaving. With that is my final statement.
All right.
Didn't.
Don't forget, this is England, Kyle, is what Sicklet said.
Oh, yes. I'll remember this is England. Oh, that's what we should have done when we were going to do a movie night together for episode 20. Should have done This is England. Sicklet would have freaked the fuck out.
True.
The movie night sucks and is dead, I'm pretty sure. Did I announce that yet? We hate movie night.
No, we're still doing it. We gotta watch movies. I love movies. Otherwise, I'll just have to rewatch Ex Machina alone. Oh my god.
I ain't watching no shitty sci-fi AI movie.
It's not even sci-fi, it's a romance movie.
Oh my goodness. I love romance. Okay, I'm leaving now. Watch the rest of the video or I'll kick your ass, bitch.
I'm definitely not watching the rest of it. Maybe on stream next time though. Please, given up on telling Ari to watch it. Hey, don't worry, Sicklet, I'm gonna watch it. Alright? You wouldn't believe how close I was to watching it in December. I'm just busy right now, you know, I got a thesis. I gotta submit my stuff, you know, it's coming up, a few more days. Anyway. This is good video so far, you know, except I haven't understood a single thing because it's about fights I haven't seen. Or I barely remember. Now this is all the stuff I'm interested in, so next time we're gonna watch all this. It's gonna be great. Limmy vid. I don't know, that last one we was talking about some conflict in the Middle East or something. Wasn't too good. Are you still taking suggestions for this month of digest? I mean, I'm always taking suggestions, but I would be surprised if I managed to watch anything, unless it's a movie. I could watch a movie, but anything else, I don't think I'll get it done in time because I have to watch Black Lagoon as well. And then I have my the majority of my time right now is just thesis stuff. 12 minutes, Jesus Christ! And it's a trailer reaction. I'm not watching this, Sicklet. It's gonna spoil the movie. I'm waiting for Godzilla -1. It's gonna come out and I'm gonna watch it and it's gonna be great. I would have already watched it by now, but it's only in the cinemas and I'm not going to a cinema to watch a movie. Oh my god. Imagine the waste of time getting there, getting back. Oh my goodness. And then after I've seen the movie, then we can watch this this thing. And then he's also sent the Elon Musk Cybertruck fail, but I've already seen this. Look at this. Remember he throws a ball at it and it like breaks? But like, actually, that's not a fail because it didn't completely break. It just like put a little dent in it, you know? Anyway. All right, let me look. I had some things to talk about. So yeah, if you want to suggest something, Miller, go ahead. That's fine. But look at this. I still got a bunch of stuff I need to watch. All these. I'm like 4 or 5 hours into Norco, and apparently it's a 6-hour game, so I'm almost done. I just need to actually play it. Heaven of the Illusion, that's high on my list. I'm very interested in this. A bunch of stuff here, my god. Anyway, 2 things. Let's see. Number 1. For any of my Mushoku Tensei fans out there, you know, I'm not going to spoil it, but there was a new illustration for redundancy. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a fan art, but no, it's official. Anyway, if you know, you know, right? And the next thing, yeah, I'm working on a video as well, right? So who knows? Maybe in the next few weeks, whenever I get time, I'll have a nice Arcane video coming out. And then when that comes out, I can finally start working on the next video, and then I can have a nice membership set up, and we can get suggestions based on polls for YouTube members, and it's going to be all great, all right? All I need is time. Right now, that's all I'm short on, you know? Anything else? Any passing and final thoughts from the chat? Anything else you want to get out of me? Anything else you want to say as before I leave? Any last thoughts or prayers or desires or anything at all? If you've got nothing to say, put an emote in the chat, and then I'll know that it's time to leave. I'm gonna sit right here until I get an emote in the chat. I'll drink some water even. Why not? Alright. Ciclet says, you should read the comments of my men's fashion posts. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what that would entail. Let's see. Men's fashion advice. All right, we got a nice fit here. I don't know nothing about clothing, but you know, it looks good. I don't know. Oh my god, I got a lot of oh, you got 0 upvotes. Wait, what shoes would go well with this outfit? Wait, why did this get 0 upvotes? It's interesting. Don't worry about the shoes, lose the shirt. Oh, people don't like the shirt. This whole wait, why do people not like it? The t-shirt is wildly unflattering. People are crazy, right? A nice colored, like a single color t-shirt, that's great. That's what I'm wearing right now, right? That's all you need. Don't listen to these people, right? Anyway. Okay. Wow, it was the only suggestion for the month. Oh wait, did you leave a comment? Yeah, no one, I don't think anyone's actually seen the video. It's too long. They're probably like, oh my god, it's 5 hours long. I'm not watching that. Well, let's see. Is there a Miller comment here? Oh my god, there is. Read Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Alright, well. I'll take that into consideration, as they say. 5 subs, that's not bad. Look at him go. Okay. Watch Crafts Dwarf. Absolutely not. I'm not going to sleep, but what am I going to do? I'm going to eat my vegetables, you know, because I'm a good boy. Eat my vegetables and all that. I'm going to go to the gym, which means walk into the other room, which has my gym equipment, and then like go up and down with my hands, and it's working out. I'm going to work on my video script, maybe, or maybe I'll start editing the beginning of it to kind of get a sense of the vibe I'm going for, you know? What else? I will probably check, I'm sure Destiny, oh, the Ben Shapiro Destiny debate is coming out today. I'm excited to watch that. That's going to be, I am actually interested in that, see how that goes. What else am I going to be doing? I will, if I get time, if I, you know, the scanning all this other stuff I have to do, I'll probably watch Black Lagoon. But most likely, I don't know, we'll see. And a bunch of other stuff, anyway. Ari, it's ironic. Is that what, wait, but did people detect that it was ironic? Is that why they all downvoted you? That's crazy. Oh my god, this was a troll, Ari. But Sickly, you look great. Look at this. I don't know anything about fashion, Ciclet, right? I love you, Ciclet. There's more than one. I watched most of the video. You watched most of the video. Oh, the video here. Okay. Oh, thank you, Miller. I'm glad. That's all I want is people to, you know, watch the video. That'd be great. What did I even talk about in this? Spider-Man. That's all right. Doctor Who. I guess Miller would have seen like most of this, right? He's seen Spider-Man, I assume. He's definitely seen Doctor Who, Oppenheimer. I don't know about, maybe he's seen John Wick. I don't know. Speed, probably not. Rick and Morty, he's probably seen. Not Blue Eye Samurai. One Piece is seen. Not a Space Odyssey. You've probably seen like 80% of this, I assume. So there you go. All right, awesome. There's more posts. Oh my god. Actually, I'm not opening Ciclet's Reddit history on this tab. Wait. Oh, so there were other posts and they're like, they probably realized you were being ironic. I just saw them. They're great. Oh my god. All right. You got the Jordan Peterson fit. My god, look at you go. That's actually great. You look like Jordan Peterson going to like some fancy event. Is that the, I don't know who this is or what this is. Wait, what are all these words? What is a McPoyle? Is it muting this sub? Oh my god, I can't, this sub is bullying you, Ciclet. I can't believe it. Oh, that's actually just the subreddit. Wait. That's not what I wanted. Oh, it's just the image. Again, 0 upvotes. Oh my god, people are not happy with you, Ciclet. You look like you're from the army. Isn't that what army people wear? Wow. Oh, you have an iPhone. Look at that. I have an iPhone too, Ciclet. Maybe a show with us staying a little bigger. Oh my god, Ciclet. Is that it? I think that's it. Alright. There's more posts. True. I didn't watch anything in that digest. Thanks for reminding me, King. Yeah, true. You know, when you got 5 hours spare, Kyle, go ahead and watch all this, alright? What's the best section here? Oh, it's the Jujutsu Kaisen, alright? Everyone watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Here, let me show you guys the analytics for this video. Wait, can I even do that when I'm live? Can I like swap channels? I don't know. Maybe guys, maybe the stream will just disappear, so let me be warned. There's a notification for Miller the Killer. Where's this digest here? Oh my god, it's 10 out of 10. In a bad way, not like 1 out of 10. Alright. Here it is. Where do I send this? Can you send messages to yourself? I guess I'll send it to Kyle and then copy it from there. Ignore that, Kyle. Alright, here you go, everyone. This is the retention of the video. Alright. Can we all guess what section is what? Alright, anyway. So, let's see. This depression right here, right, when no one is watching. I believe that is Blue Eye Samurai. Okay. And then this section here where everyone is watching and is the most, the highest retention part out of everything is Jujutsu Kaisen, of course. So there we go. There's the discrepancy. I wonder what this one is actually. Let's have a look. Because that one here is like everyone that saw the timestamp. They're like, oh my god, I can't wait for Ari to talk about it. And then they saw how boring it was, and then they like dropped off. So let's see, what is it? Videos, December Digest. Oh, it's Oppenheimer. Okay, that's true. All right. Anyway, I guess that's that. Thanks for reminding me, King. F's in the chat. Oh my god, me and Ciclet are now friends on Discord. How cute. Isn't that great? Kyle, did you know that GIF that I sent is Will Toledo's first ever music video? And then he tagged Kyle, but he put a space between the two words, so I don't know if it worked. And then my chat is just talking to each other. Alright, that's enough of that, guys. I've got nothing else to talk about. That's the end of this. Who knows when I'll be back? I imagine the next time I'll appear will probably be on a Kyle stream, I assume. Because I'm not streaming that often until I'm actually done with my PhD. Tomorrow, I probably won't be streaming, but I guess we'll see. That's car seat headrest. Okay, I don't know why that took so long to read. I've heard of car seat headrest. That's that band that Kyle and Ciclet like. Something soon. We gotta watch a train wrecks clip. All right, Ivy, send one clip and I'll watch it. I'll wait right here. What are the funniest? Let me think. What's like a really funny clip? Something so funny. Oh, and there we go. There goes Kyle sending us links that he's not allowed to send. Here, let me show you. Oh, if you wait one day, guys, I'm gonna load my TikTok up, like and I'm gonna go through all my like favorites on TikTok, and you guys are gonna be laughing so hard. My goodness. Anyway, here's my I got random likes from Ordinary Ari. Yeah, whatever this is.
I wanted to ride a horse.
There you go. There's a clip. I don't know why I liked it, but there it is. I think we already watched this on stream. This was great. Oh my god, why is it taking so long?
I'm sort of like going up to somebody and I'm like, you say the N-word. I like that. And Destiny's like, you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me.
So funny. What a great meme. Got anything else? Let's see, what other clips? I don't know what this is, but I can make a guess, I guess. That's crazy. There's another one. Okay. Apparently I have a Jockey Bacon clip as well that I liked.
Who's gonna do the intro?
So it was a whole minute long.
Do it. Don't say hentai instead of fan service.
Will not. Common slip up. Common mistake.
Someone's gonna be out.
Look at this, Jockey Bacon with a podcast. My god.
Hentai.
Tom. 5. Marwan. 6. I just 6. Tom. Patsy. No, Marwan.
Hentai? That was such a good clip. Or it's like the guy's like, 6 letter, and then he's like, what is your 6 letter? He's like, should I do it? Hentai? And then Susan's like, hentai's brilliant.
Hentai is brilliant, yes. It's a subgenre of Japanese manga and anime, etc.
Brent is amazing.
But what would have been better? Patience.
Yeah. Patience would have been better, but he went in.
He went in.
And like his smirk, when she was like, hentai is brilliant, he was like, he knew. And she didn't care.
That guy looks familiar.
Top waifu.
Who is this guy? I'm assuming just some contestant.
When she was like, hentai is brilliant.
Oh, he looks familiar. Anyway. When's Bacon's 2023 podcast coming out? I'm waiting for that right now, alright? Anyway, I think that's my last clip. Anything else I like? Oh, there's one of the greatest Mushoku Tensei videos ever. Is a spoiler for the novel. That's why it's so funny, because it's a meme about the actual novel. But I can't watch it because, you know, spoilers. I liked a reaction video apparently to Mushoku Tensei. I don't know why. I like the clip. I have no enemies. I don't know why. He's a great meme.
Hello, I'm an Otari. M is meaning smile.
Yep. Of course, now we also have the greatest video ever made on YouTube.
Now, bringing up the rear, we gotta talk Titans. There's really only one thing to say, one person to talk about, quite simply, the biggest Chad in the series. So let's get it all out there,
Gabby gang,
because their superiority has led to some controversy. Gabby gang, Gabby gang, Gabby gang, Gabby gang, Gabby gang, Gabby gang, Gabby gang. We is the battlefield too smart, got a big brain but a bigger heart. Gabby did nothing wrong, potato in the way of the bullet log. Everybody better watch your back, man. Gabby gang, Gabby gang, Gabby gang, who?
Isn't that awesome? Everyone go subscribe to Best Guy Ever. This is the greatest video, the greatest Attack on Titan video ever made on YouTube. I've probably rewatched it the most out of any video I've ever seen on YouTube. It is amazing. All right, now I'm just going through my likes here. What's this one? Anyway, you know, you gotta like these memes, all right? This is a reference to Queen Elizabeth dying, all right? Lizzie being in a box. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah, here's another one, all right? Anyway, you get the gist of it. Surely that's it, right? Oh no, we have a One Piece meme, apparently. You guys like One Piece, right? No, I don't want to spoil One Piece. But you all know the meme. What is this? Get ready for One Piece spoilers. What is this? There's so many versions, I'm scared that this is like a bad one.
The One Piece is real!
This is so cool. Oh my god. Wow, that was awesome. Alright. Should I leave it at that? No, you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Let's keep scrolling, alright? We're almost at the beginning. And here's the last one. I don't know what this is. That's awesome. Alright, that's enough of that song. Oh my god, that's great. Oh, I love videos like this. It's so funny. Alright. What am I up to? Oh, we gotta watch a train wrecks clip. Thoughts on Ricky Gervais? He's the atheist guy, right? I like atheist people, so he's probably great. I found it on Google. Oh yeah, forgot. Wait, that's what I was doing. I was waiting for a clip. Oh my god, I got distracted. Oh, he can't even send it. Oh, he must have sent it to me. Oh my god, it's a TikTok. Oh boy, what is this? I don't think I've even seen
Why
this.
when a woman gets a vibrator, it's seen as a bit naughty fun, but when a guy orders a 240-volt Fuckmaster Pro 5000 blow-up latex doll with 6-speed pulsating vagina, elastic anus with non-drip semen collection tray, together with optional built-in realistic
Oh
orgasm
my
stream
God.
surround sound system, he's called a pervert. That's a great point.
Good old classic train wrecks, my god. And no, I couldn't get rid of that login message, right? We have to suffer through it. Alright. We Love Susie. I don't know who Susie is. Oh, no, I guess it's a reference to, you know, the meme just there. He's a comedian of some sort. True. Ari, I sent a short clip I did see. Let's, what was it? A short clip. Wait for it to be like a 20-minute video right here. Oh, no, 4 minutes. Alright. My god, I have to go pretty soon. Got a lot to do tonight. What the hell is it? Oh, it's not even audio. This is great. I'm not going to get copyright strike. Oh, no, there we go.
Why? What reason could you possibly have for killing Will Holm? You don't understand what I've been through. You left me no choice.
This is great acting.
I'm trying to cleanse the world of all evil. I'll start with you. In the name of my father. Looks like there's no convincing you then. Bring it on, you shit face.
What is going on right now? Why is Kyle messaging me? Oh my god. I'm trying to watch a cyclic clip here. Wait, I saw Miller say they're nude and I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Alright, we'll get to that. Wait. Oh my god, it's just like arcane. This is crazy. Like the bridge scene. Oh my god. Or is this the Naruto reference? Because Kyle told me about the big Naruto fight that was like this. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm just getting non-stop messages. Jesus Christ. This must be like the Naruto reference, right? This is great choreography. God, imagine Blind Wave reacting to this video. You should get it in front of them, Sickly. You might get like a 100,000 reaction video. I like the camera movement. That was actually really cool. Look at this, like point of view, but like on the shoulder.
Time for the final attack.
Good. Look at his VFX.
Hey, this is a predicament, isn't it? Well, Hemorrhage. Well, we had some good times.
Wow. Oh my god, it's still going.
I'm your father! Why are you so weak?
This is a Thor reference.
Answer me, son! So not weak! Finish the job! Rejoin my ranks! become my son again.
Good.
Well,
Jesus. Wow. Directed by Ben. My god, we love Ben. That was great. I had something I was going to say about this. What was it? Oh yeah, when I saw this. God. One of these days, I will show you guys my, my high school short film project that I made with my friends. But I can't because it'll get me cancelled. It's terrible. Like it's from a different era entirely, right? These things aren't allowed online anymore. It was acceptable at the time, or it was acceptable enough that I was showing it to my English, like my entire grade, to like an English project. So it can't be that bad. But yeah, it's from a different era. Anyway, one day I'll show you that. God, now I have so many things. Oh my god, I'm meant to be going. Okay, what was I up to? Thoughts on them. That's why it's a TikTok. That's why it's a TikTok? Alright, we'll get to that. Bacon is trying to spoil JJK. I'm assuming that's what... I haven't looked at it, but as notifications in Kyle's channel, I assume it's that. Why is he spoiling it? Is he caught up to date already? Oh my god. Squad W. True, that's like train wrecks as people, right? Do you think we'll have a similar banter in real life, Elite Ari, to Bacon and his friends? Probably, if we're in a podcast, yeah, probably. But not like... I think the difference is that when you're making content, you have to talk all the time. You can't just have like pauses between things. Like, you can't just like sit there and say nothing. That would be the difference between when you're when you're recording things and when you're not, I guess. Yeah. We love Susie. I have no idea. Oh, I feel like I read all this. He's a comedian. Aria sent a short clip. Gabby Gang is the worst Nate joke of all time. Oh, it was so good, Kyle. I think it only works for me because I didn't know the original. That was the first time I heard that song. I still haven't heard the original, but I know it's like referencing a song. Now, literally, he is the only bad one. Not true. Literally 3 years too late. Literally terrible. Oh, sorry, literally terrible. No wonder you don't find Limmy funny. I remember I have laughed at Limmy stuff, right, before. I remember you sent it months ago and I thought it was very funny. Do you even get the joke? They're nude Ari. Yeah, I know, that's what I was worried. There was going to be a nude one, like a bad version of that. But no, it's on YouTube. It wasn't. I get the joke, right? It's funny. That's Naruto music, Leah. See, I knew it was the Naruto scene. There we go. And I've never even seen it. I only heard about it for the first time ever when Kyle told me about it in the Arcane video. Oh my god, Naruto music. So it hasn't been cool previously? Oh, the directing? Yeah, well, I don't know. That's the first time where I'm like, wow, that was actually a really dynamic, interesting shot. So I guess, yeah. Rasengan. True, that's a Naruto move. I've heard of that. Who is Ben? Now that's the question. Who is Ben? Oh, okay, Ciclet said it's me. True. Because Ben, he said he was the director, right? That's what Ciclet said. He says the R word. Who does that? Oh, no, in my video? No, my video doesn't have any language. It's the, like, how do we even describe what's, like, cancelable about it? I mean, it's not bad. It's not actually bad. It's like one of those things where it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. One day I'll have the confidence to describe what it is. It's not really that bad. There's no bad words, or like we're not like doing anything really bad at all. It's just like it's from a different era, you know. Maybe I'm just embarrassed because I made it when I was younger, you know. Anyway, Sean Schemmel still has a career after saying those words. Don't worry, Ari. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know he actually said that. You guys have changed my perspective on him. Yeah. We need a Weeb Kids Fight tier list once you've watched them all. Oh boy. True. How many are there? My god. Why is he skipping half my messages? I'm just not seeing them? I don't know. I'm reading literally every message here. I'm telling you, the YouTube chat's pretty bad. Jeez. Can't wait for Ari to watch iconic One Piece moments and recognize them as the nude edits. True. Because half of messages just don't send. It's annoying. Yeah. That's what I've noticed. Sometimes it also just feels like things are getting sent out of order. But I don't know. But I am on the live chat. I'm not pressing top chat, so I don't know. Can't wait for Ari to watch. I read that already. Messages sent through, including the ones where I urge him to check DMs for neat train wrecks material. I'm gonna have a big bowl of special flakes or a bar of dairy milk. Okay. Whew. All right. What are they? All right. I gotta get through this because I got other things to do tonight. All right. Wait. So, let me check my server. Okay, I've watched everything there. All right, and now Kyle has sent me like a million things. All right, what is this? What the hell is this?
Oh my. Oh.
He's not happy.
That is shameless. Listen.
He's a funny guy, right? This train wrecks, my god. He's I feel like there's a lot of lore behind him about his like beef with like female streamers or something that I'm not familiar with. But he always gets he thinks it's like a double standard or something. I don't know. It's funny. God. All right, looks like it's the last one. That's Saint Peach. I don't know who Saint Peach is. Lead Ari. Shamelessness. True. All right, I don't know what this is. I hope it's not bad, but it's on Twitch, so it can't be that bad, you know. They have strict rules over there.
Does anyone else here?
Serious.
Did we watch the same video? So you don't think she was screaming at him at all, or?
Oh my god, I think I've seen this. What is this?
I saw a pregnant woman that is hormonal.
Who the hell is talking right now? I don't see anyone's mouth moving.
Does anyone else here?
Serious.
Oh, it's her.
Did we watch the same video? So you don't think she was screaming at him at all, or?
I saw a pregnant woman that is hormonal and stressed out with 2 kids that she's trying to take care of while her husband's playing a game that doesn't matter if he left it or not. That's what
Your
I
argument
saw.
is really irrational. Are you in your period right now? Is that what's going on, or?
No, why are you attacking me because I'm a female? I'm not.
Why are
in
you
my
giving her an
period.
excuse to abuse her husband because she's a female? You think just because
Jesus.
somebody's hormonal on their period or because they're pregnant, you think that means they could just go ham on their fucking significant other? That's super fucked up. You're like
What are you
engaging in abuse or
talking
like
about?
you're basically saying because she's pregnant, she has like carte blanche to like go ham on her.
God, isn't that the greatest when you catch someone off guard by coming up with something out of nowhere that they're like, and they don't catch on? I love it. I love it every time it happens. God. Anyway. Okay. I think I'm done, finally. You're gonna download Summer Rust. It's mere megabytes free. Oh my god, guys, I heard a sound outside. Now I'm scared my neighbors just heard me. Oh my god, alright. You gotta download Summer Rust. It's mere megabytes, free, and 15 minutes long. What is Summer Rust? This looks interesting. Maybe I'll play it one day. Alright. Squad W. I don't know what that means, but I hope it's not some dog whistle. Oh my god. Now check the other thing. What is the other thing? There's so many things. Oh my god. I thought that was the funnier version of that Destiny debate. There's one where Train is dying laughing as he's mean to women. Oh my god. What is Trainwrex's problem with women? That's crazy. Anyway. It looks like that's that, guys. That was me leaving Discord. Check the other thing. What is the other thing? I don't know what that means, Kyle. Oh, the thing I found it. Alright. Alright, I found it. Oh yeah, I've seen this. I have this, I watched this bit. I've watched it on loop. It's so inspirational. I have this saved as one of my favorites on TikTok. It's so good.
A castle, not a white knight castle. We will build a goddamn castle of black and purple and yellow and darkness and light and... Fuck! Fuck!
God. Look at that smile. At the end of the day...
At the end of the day, to all of you, no matter how alone, no matter how much pain, and to those that know what I'm about to say, to those that actually have been through it, to those that turn on the sinks as loud as you can, close the door so your parents can't hear you, and just cry for no reason, to that pain deep in your chest, I am here. I understand. Live on. Live on. You will have your day, I promise. You will have your day, I promise. If life isn't going your way, if life isn't going well, I promise, keep pushing. You will have your day. You will have your day like you have given me my day. Like you have given me my...
It is so great. I love it. What a great speech. My God. But you know what I was thinking when I was watching this? I can't believe Rick and Morty ripped this speech off. It's the exact same. Like, it sounds like it's like the same vibes, you know? Rick and Morty president speech. It's not even the president. What would he be? Oh yeah, this one. This is literally the scene. Kind of. Wait, where is it?
Worth it, council. And this seems like a good time for a but speeches are for campaigning.
Wait, it's not even it. Wait, what scene am I thinking of? No, it's the one afterwards when someone is like making fun of him, right? All my Rick and Morty fans out there, you know what I'm talking about. Rick and Morty, evil Morty speech. Oh, this one, right? Wait, where is it?
Numbered. The Ricks and Mortys that believe in
Yeah, here
for
we
the
go.
Flavor Corps.
Tell me this isn't the same vibes,
But
right?
I've got a message for them. From the Ricks and Mortys keeping it alive. A message from the Ricks and Mortys that believe in this citadel to the Ricks and Mortys that don't.
Oh my God.
You're outnumbered.
Tell me this isn't the same vibes as this train wreck speech right here. My God. Anyway. I think I'm final at the end. Alright, well, now I got a million messages to read here. I got a million views, YouTube links, then you should understand what Squab W is. Oh, is that what that is? Okay. One day I'll send my secret Minecraft YouTube video from like year and a half ago. True, that'd be awesome. I need to make a video of Minecraft actually. Like my ordinary Ari showing off my Minecraft world, you know? Fuck. If you're not getting pussy, Jesus, Kyle. I'm not getting, oh my God, Kyle is going crazy here. I think he's reciting Trainwreck's speech here. You skip past the best part. No, I just watched the best part, Kyle. There's no way. It couldn't be better than this. This is peak. One of the greatest things ever. Rick and Morty is for losers. No, Rick and Morty is... It's really funny, you know? It's for fans of comedy. You're the only fan, Elite Ari. Not true. No one else likes the show. Not true. Kyle, this is a good episode. True, it is a good episode. One of the best ones. Last good episode of the show? Wait a minute, Miller. Surely you've seen the latest season. The Fear Hole was great. Oh my God. Oh, I'm getting dragged into more stream stuff. Okay, wait a minute. It's the last thing. It's the last thing I'm doing. 1:30 at the beginning for the best part. Oh my God, no, it's the last thing. Okay, well, everyone agrees season 1's great. All right, what's like the... Let's see. What's the latest best episode? Like a really like monumental greatest episode of Rick and Morty episode. This one was good. I don't think I'd say it's like, oh, you know, it's the greatest episode of Rick and Morty or anything. The Fear Hole one, but it was good. None of these are like great. I guess the one with the evil Rick like storyline being resolved, or Evil Morty or whatever, I would say that's really good, but I also probably wouldn't say it's like a greatest. Like I'd show this to anyone. This is the greatest episode of anything ever. And none of these are very amazing. Oh God, I'm not even gonna recognize these now. Jesus. Just based on the actual things. The piss one was good. The meta one, I know Miller got angry or like doesn't like that one. This is one of the worst episodes. This probably is. This would be a candidate for the worst episode of Rick and Morty, the dinosaur one. I mean, there's a lot of ones here that are really good, but none of them that are like all-time greats. Oh, Multiplicity. Wait, is that the one with the clones? Like, where they make clones of themselves and turns into like wood people or whatever? Yeah, this is an all-time great episode. I would say, yeah, Multiplicity. So this would be, season 5 would be the last time that Rick and Morty peaked, I would say. Okay. There we go. The one I was looking for, obviously the Vat of Acid episode. This is potentially the greatest episode of Rick and Morty. Anyway. Okay, that's enough of this stream, alright? Okay. What if season 2 is a masterclass of comedy? I think they probably think they are a masterclass of comedy, that's for sure. We are Kyle's reciting the speech. We are a team. We are a family. What a disappointing finale. Should have ended with the Prime Rick episode. Oh, you actually don't like the Fearhole one. I love the Fearhole one. But I mean, you already know what I think about it because I talked about it in the digest. But I love it. It was great. A lot of fun. If you're depressed, I'm depressed. If you're coming out of the closet and you're scared, I'm coming out of the closet and I'm scared. If you hate it, if you're hated, I'm hated. If you can't find a girlfriend, I can't find a girlfriend. And then etc. is what Kyle is saying here. The Numbers versus Letters episode is the worst episode. I mean, that was bad, but it wasn't like terrible. I mean, actually it was terrible. I would say that is terrible. But it wasn't as bad as the episodes where they're referencing popular culture. Like those are like, besides just being boring, like the number one was boring. Those ones are like cringe-worthy. Like I can't, like when they have Hugh Jackman as a character, I think it was in this episode. Stuff like that. I'm like, oh god, I don't like it. Anyway, that's enough. I really have to go now. All right. You've roped me into a 3.5 hour stream. I can't believe this. And now I got to remember to avoid Bacon's talking about spoilers or something in Kyle's Discord. I got to not look at that. Okay, I'm done. My talent's unappreciated here. Don't worry, Kyle. I read them all in my mind, right? But with that, I end this stream. Oh. Where's the button? I click that once. All right. Ciclet says bye, and Miller says, we didn't spoil anything. Thank you, Miller. I'm glad, because I don't want spoilers, all right? See you. Oh, wait. Got another message. Say, see you next time, Dazzlers. No, I'm good. I'll come up with something like, see you next time, Elite Ari fans.